Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gilded Flask, where adventure is never far. My name is Barry, and I will be your dungeon master for today's episode. And I'm joined by three wonderful people. Please introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Carla. Hey, I'm Anne, and I play Carla Lilacart, the bard that spends very little time singing.
I'm Daniel. I play John Varenthal, the mostly prepared human paladin of Midnight and Hexblade Warlock.
And I'm Marissa. I play Casario, the ASMR Twilight Cleric.
If you have never visited our place before, then welcome to our little corner of Twitch and YouTube and all the other channels that we are on. Yes, if you're live with us right now, then hi, good to see you. Let yourself be heard in chat and join us on our Discord, because during our break, we will be there to chat with you live. If you're on YouTube or if you're on our podcast, then great to have you there. Thank you so much for listening and or watching us. And if you haven't done so already, please follow us, like and subscribe, all those things. You know the deal. If you want to know more about all of our channels, by the way, you can go to thegildedflask.com for a complete overview of all of our channels. Yes, we have a wonderful group of people around us that help us create this wonderful show by creating wonderful maps and sound and music and other stuff. And if you want to know all about that, then you can check below the YouTube video for a complete list of all those people. Yes. And with that, let's head into the tale.
Tell me, do you like ghost stories? I've been investigating people vanishing mysteriously into the night, never to return. It looks like I've found out where they've been.
Good evening. I don't like this place. The air feels heavier.
Did you hear that?
What do you mean he's watching?
In this place, nothing is what it seems.
We come from an ancient land.
There's no time for this. What are you looking for?
This place has taken my father and my mother. It will not have me.
We gotta move, now!
Oh, I do love a good mystery.
Barovia is mine, and so are you.
What an amazing intro. God, I love that. Number 36, I believe. Yeah, 36 time saying this. Yeah, such a great intro. And it's made by one of our very own. Oh, yes. Marissa, also known as Casario. Thank you so much for making that intro. Crème de la crème. So beautiful. I'm all riled up. I'm ready for this episode. Yes. So where were we? Well, last episode, you did quite a bit, and you had a couple of really interesting encounters. You went up the Tsolenka Pass episode before that, and you went all the way to the village of Bargo. But now, from Bargo, you made a trek all the way towards the Ember Temple, and a few perils were still on your way. First up, you ran into a ram kind of like creature with 6 legs. It wasn't a spider. 6 legs, which gave you a run for your money. If it was a spider, we wouldn't be sitting here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know, 6 legs. And it was a legendary creature. It was relatively strong, as you might have noticed, but you honestly rather swiftly dealt with it. You did rather well there. The snowstorm picked up, and you went to trek a little further, and you came to the actual Tsolenka gate. The gate that was guarded by guardians of stone shield maidens that needed a riddle, which were helped with so kindly by the seer of the village of Bargo. That also reduced the green flames that were guarding the entrance. You went to a little tower that was right next to it, and met with a interesting lady with sparkling blue eyes that had a keen interest in your endeavors and your trek towards the Amber Temple. Ludmilla wanted to know everything about your trek, and while there was a certain, let's say, distrust between you and Ludmilla, you had a civil conversation about your interests and whatnot. After which, you went upstairs in the tower, found that she had a prisoner, and you quickly found out that he was a bad egg, so it was like, we don't care, and you left the tower. So that was fun.
Hey, I helped
you you talked to him. Oh, you healed him a little bit. That's true, actually. Yeah, you did heal him a bit. That's true. So it's like, oh, you're bleeding. Here's a bandage. Hey,
you used a 3rd level spell slot for that. Wasn't counting.
That
For the werewolf, evil werewolf.
It's better though, because a 3rd level spell slot I get back after a short rest. The 1st level I don't. You know? I just need a short rest. That's all. I just need a short rest, guys.
Thanks, John.
Okay, that's fine. The DM giveth and the DM taketh away. But for now, you're fine. After the Tselenka Gate, you went to the Tselenka Bridge, a scary bridge that looked like it might collapse in some places, so you were very precarious, very careful to cross the bridge. And you did rather well until a giant, gargantuan rock came flying at you, a second legendary creature, 2 in 1 episode. The rock was quite literally gargantuan, the size of a dragon and maybe even slightly bigger, and it tried to grab one of you to take it back to its nest, but you wouldn't let that happen, and you went over that bridge lightning speed. And you made it, and the rock flew away. After that, you made a small trek towards the actual Amber Temple. You found it, and rather than going through the main entrance, which any adventurer would do, you defied logic and looked around for a small crack on the side, where you went in, and you found 3 other adventurers. There was a little distrust over there as well. Boy, you distrust everyone around you, right? You'd almost think you're playing the Curse of
I
Strahd.
wonder who instilled that in us. Was it maybe our DM?
Not me.
Maybe.
Not me. This is part of the story.
I don't know what you mean about distrust. Let me tell you about the things I've killed.
And after all that, you have created a, may I say, uneasy alliance with these 3 adventurers. You might be able to use them, and for now they will follow you and help you out through this trek in exchange for you guys helping these adventurers find their 4th missing party member. They had a sorcerer with them that was lost when they got into a bit of a scuff. And with that, you went to one of the set of doors of this room, try to open it. And that is where we left off last time. So let's get into the Amber Temple. Oh god, I am looking forward to this episode. Let's see. Here we are. You were standing at this set of doors, and I believe that it was Casario that opened one of the doors. Of course, if you want to just peek through, go through, whatever, it's up to you. As always, my question to you is, what is your next move?
Let's go over this. Let's go over this again, you 3. You're staying behind us. You're supporting where you can, but you stay out of trouble, okay? Casario and Carlo over there, they know what they're doing, all right? Listen to them.
The 3 adventurers look at each other and then look at you, John, and they say, yeah, sure. Just, you guys know what you're getting into, right?
Do they know what they're getting in? Never mind.
That's mysterious. Do you want to give us a bit more information?
Well, Finoria steps forward a bit. She says, pardon me, and I don't know your skills and your capabilities. You did mention to get all the way to this temple, but we've been here for almost a day, and we've just lost one of our party members, and I hope he is still alive. That's what we want to try and figure out, but we've been here for a day. You just came barging in, and within minutes you decide to go into the temple. I'm not saying you shouldn't. We want to make sure that our party member is safe, and then we just want to leave, I guess, right? And the other two nod. But this isn't just some place. This place is dangerous.
Are one of you particularly good at being stealthy, unseen?
Yeah. Oh.
Other than you, John. Yeah, that would be me, Warwick says.
Oh.
Name's
Wait,
Warwick.
so
I'm good with
Warwick.
shadows.
Casariel, it's a pleasure. Right, so why don't you go ahead on first, scout it out, right, come back, let us know.
I'll give you another gold coin, Warren.
It's Warwick, and
Oh.
I don't have to scout out ahead. I know what's there behind those doors. That's where we came from.
And what's there?
It's the main entrance. There's a couple of rooms on the side that we haven't been in, but once you go through those doors on your left side is a grand hallway with staircases leading down into it. There's a large statue over there, and it looks magical. I couldn't see its face. There was some darkness around it.
Yes, we were told by someone else that the statues here tend to be mobile, let us say.
But that will be no problem, don't you worry.
Was it near any stairs?
I don't think so. It was all the way in the back of the room.
I got thrown down some stairs by a statue once.
Yes. So, are we going together or what?
I mean, there's safety in numbers, I suppose. And we wouldn't know who your friend was for hide nor hair. I think it makes sense to take them with us.
Just a
They
quick
can run.
question. Those doors to the north here, don't they look familiar? I feel as though we've gone that way before.
Close to the north?
I think that's the way we came before. You know, down a long hallway, perhaps ending in the magical
Statues.
chamber? Do you know?
Yes, but that was from the entrance, which is behind these doors, and Carla's going to give a little, knock on the ones there beside. She'll kind of, in your head, you'll hear, Strahd didn't really take the back approach. He burst right through the doors.
All right, I could have sworn we went up a hallway, but my memory is terrible.
That's right here.
All right, so into the entrance then. We don't want to check what's in those doors there.
I mean, there's no harm in it, especially the entrance makes the most sense to go, so we'll take a peek.
Warren, your friend, do they know how to fight? Do they know how to handle themselves?
I fear for them by themselves, but I hope that they're good at hiding. He was a magic user, and in a group, he's astounding. But he got separated, and that's where things went wrong.
When did you last see them? Where did you last see him? Was he in the entrance area?
It was just beyond that. He saw something, he said, and we didn't, and he ran off. And then we wanted to pursue, and we saw something burning, and that scared us.
Is that like him, to run off on flights of fancy?
It's the first time he did that.
I think there might be something that has some sort of mind-controlling properties, yeah. Possession.
Oh, I hope not.
Well, we're quite equipped at depossessing people between my skills in counter-charming and Casariel's and banishing evil bits. And Carla's going to scoot along the wall and then go to the door to the north, click it open, and have a little peek inside at whatever's in there.
Okay.
As quiet and stealthily as possible.
You don't have to roll for that if you very quietly open up the door, unless there was something directly behind that, of course, but you'll be able to take a little peek.
What?
As you look through this door, you will notice all the way over at the end of this hallway, there are another set of amber doors. By the way, if you haven't noticed by now, it's called the Amber Temple. There's a lot of amber around you, either amber colored or actual amber. The doors over here are made of solid amber. It's beautiful, but horrifying a bit at the same time.
Why do you think they didn't call it the Orange Temple?
We're not going to get into that in color theory. I feel like that might be a bit beyond you, John. And Carla's going to close the door, and she kind of looks at Xariel and says, "It's just another hallway."
I wasn't finished yet.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Exciting.
No worries. In front of those doors, however, you notice something bright. It is very far away, and it is relatively small, but it looks like a flaming skull. It's floating in midair, and if you're just peeping through the door, you have a feeling there's more than one.
I will certainly close the door then if I see that. Very quickly, and turn around and go, okay, not just a hallway, flaming fuck off skulls roaming around in there.
Oh.
Not very good.
No. Terrible. All right, well, giant killer statue it is then.
We've dealt with one of those before.
Sure.
To the enemy you know.
I think I died. But I'm much stronger now, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Excellent.
Yes, I think I died. I love it. Sorry.
And we have this, and Carla's going to take one of the blanket off the bedrolls and hand it to her mage hand, which she'll conjure up from the ground. And, you know, we pop in there, pop this on the statue's head, it can't see us, it should be fine.
You know, I have that spell that you use, your boo. I received that spell. I know how to do it now, and it doesn't cost me any energy. Should I have it scurry on in there and rustle up a bunch of distractions?
Yes, that would be incredible. We'd be able to figure out exactly if anything is ready to attack us then.
All right, so I should have it go in there and just start making a lot of noise, right?
Yes. Actually, in fact, take this, and Carla's going to take out her fixed drum, and she'll be like, get it to bang that around in there. It should cause a bit of noise.
All right, first time. Let's see how this goes. And I will cast Unseen Servant.
Awesome. I'm just giving you a token to play around with. Here you go. This is your Unseen Servant. You can play around with it.
Oh, okay. I'm going to hand it the drum. I'm going to say, all right, go in there and just start a ruckus. You know, whatever you want to play, just go crazy. Check all the corners. And then come back here if you can. Let us know what happens.
Okay. Are you going to watch what he's doing, or are you just going to let it go?
Carla's going to watch.
Yeah.
All right. You have dark vision, right?
I think Azariel does, yeah.
All right. Carla, for you, it's really dark in here.
I can hear stuff, it's okay.
I can only do it once. I feel like I should wait. Keep it.
Yeah, in case we get worse.
But Kazariel, you were looking like into the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. As you look around the corner of this door, this is like a large area, and you will be able to see that. Beyond these doors is a grand central area with two giant sets of stairs that are going down. And on the opposite side of the room, you see two balconies. The balconies are off the ground, obviously, and they connect doors from one side to the other, obviously. Mm-hmm. There's 4 pillars down there, but what is most striking, of course, is all the way at the end of this room, toward the north, there is a giant statue. This statue itself is reaching from the ground all the way to the roof. So it's grand. It kind of looks like a wizard. It has like an outstretched hand and whatnot, but you can't see the face. Even though you have dark vision, you can see very clearly there's sort of like a cloud of darkness in front of the face, and you can't very well see it.
Right, I'll relay all of that to everyone. And also the room, where you opened the wall, is just down the stairs and straight across, but I do believe it was upstairs. So
Yes.
I
So
think this
the
hallway
doors that you
would
see. Sorry, go ahead.
no, that's all. I think this hallway would leave there through the doors, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, the doors that you see that you're referring to are indeed on a balcony, so they are like on your current level.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. I'm gonna have my unseen servant just oh wait. It's gonna go downstairs. We can theater of the mind this if you want, because you said don't go down.
Yeah, this fine because it's basically you have it go around basically being like look at me, I'm being annoying. Just
Yeah.
it's great.
Here I am. Who wants to kill me? Basically.
So to basically anyone else, this doesn't look like like an actual creature or whatever banging a drum. It literally looks like a floating drum. So it looks really weird. As you go around, yeah, that's really where it's at. So as it's floating around and banging the drum, it doesn't seem like anything really happens until it comes closer to the statue, and you hear a rumbling voice coming from the statue, loudly saying, "Leave this place or die." It doesn't very well attack the drum, though. And the drum comes back up the stairs and back to you.
All right. Well, I think we can see if it will attack. We're doing this, and I'll pull out the bag of tricks.
Yep.
And I will summon forth an animal to send up to the statue to see if it will attack it. So, D8, right?
You have a D8 on that, I believe. Let me quickly grab that. That is a D8, yes.
That is a 2.
Ha! Okay. So you throw the... where do you throw the ball, by the way?
I throw it out into the hall, just kind of wherever the drum is floating.
Okay. So the ball flies through midair and lands on the ground and...
Damn baboon.
an ape.
Oh, an ape! Oh, exciting! Oh! Okay, I'll say to the ape, okay, so go take that drum from that creature, and go to the statue and have a little bang around with it.
Let me quickly grab a token for you.
Apricot Aperson.
You know what? For me, that is just a great name. I love it. I think that's just it. That's the name. Bloop. There you go.
Wonderful. Yes, I'm going to tell him to grab the drum and head to the statue. Sacrificial lamb. Except
So
it's an ape.
it goes down, and it moves. Like, do you really want to have it move like literally towards the statue?
Yep, right in front of it,
Yep.
doing a little jig.
I need for us all to acknowledge that this is a token of that token. I'm not going to say it out loud because if anyone listening, it's spoilers, but God, that token. It's an interesting token.
It's creepy, right?
Is that a vampire gorilla?
That you'd almost say that, right?
Oh my God. Anyway, ape, go on, apricot. Oh my God.
So give yourself to the cause.
So the ape gets closer to the statue, and you see a bolt of magic coming from the head of the statue, from the darkness, and it hits the ape and utterly disintegrates it in one fell strike.
Oh dear.
John's behind Carla and says, "What's happening, Carla?"
Yes, you're muted, Kazariel. But
Right.
the ape's dead. Yeah, the ape went out and it completely got destroyed. So, let's try putting a blanket over the statue's eyes. It could work, you know. Could you get your unseen servant to climb up there and cover it?
So this is a really giant statue, and it's very high up. it's not that it's not impossible. It's not that it's not possible, but the blanket itself will not be able to cover the face. It's a big statue. That blanket would it would cover both eyes, but it wouldn't hang anywhere.
I have a crazy thought.
Mm-hmm.
What if that statue is protecting this place? No. I was going to say, if the wizard is speaking through the statue somehow? Because there's no, from what we can see, evil things in this chamber. No, probably not. Anyway, no, it was like a laser beam? What's a laser, you ask? It was like magical beams coming out of the statue's eyes. And really just, that bolt of light that you all saw, was it taking out the monkey right away? So, I don't know, should we just avoid this room? I don't think we need to go in there. Do we? I mean, there's a direct line across here. We can go through these double doors there to the north. I don't know if we need to go in there.
Yeah, that seems about the best thing that we could do.
We have to go help their friend. At the very least, we have to get them out of here before we go any deeper. Let's do something.
Yeah, but we'll follow you. Like, if you think another route is best, at least we can consider.
So you came in through the front area over here, and he gestures through the doors where the unseen servant had gone?
Yes.
And your friend went where? Did he go the other way? Did he go down towards
across the hall?
When you came in, did anything happen with did you get yelled at by the statue like what we just heard?
No, this is the first time we heard it.
No.
Do you think we can make it across and go the other way? Carla? Casario?
I don't know.
We're
Right,
probably
listen.
fine.
What are we trying to do here? We've got objectives. We've got 3 objectives. 1, sword. 2, gems. 3, map. Also, we probably want to take a trip downstairs and...
0, help their friend.
Yes, we will. Along the way, I'm certainly will find their friend.
Well, I suppose we could just try to find at least a different route towards whatever room he went in, because I don't particularly feel like getting disintegrated and making one of you, reintegrate me,
All right. I'll step out there for a moment and see if anything happens. If I can jump back in, I just want to see if we can cross.
Oh, bloody hero, alright.
I'll walk
Prepare
up.
your healing spells, Casariel.
I always have them at the ready.
And so John's going to step through fully into the door, through the door. And he's basically going to look where he heard the voice coming from into the direction of the darkness and just see if anything happens.
Okay. So, do you have dark vision?
I do not. I have blind sight for 10 feet.
Right. So you step into the darkness and you are oblivious to whatever might be happening in this room, but you don't hear anything.
Seems safe to me.
Casario's just waiting.
All right, and he's gonna start walking towards this.
Wait! You are wearing plate armor. You are not stealthy. There is someone in this party that's stealthy. Why don't we send them to go look?
I don't
right,
think
Warwick?
I don't think anything happens up here, though. It seems to be safe where we are.
I'm willing to get to the other side of the balcony. I think I should be fine. So, but you got my back, right? If something goes wrong.
Brave hero.
Of
course we do.
I have to go with him, Casariel. I can't let him go alone.
He looks at the other 2 party members and they are like, go, and we'll closely follow. Once you make it. And Warwick nods at them and then goes outside. I can see in the dark, don't worry. I can see the end of the hallway. And you notice that there is a clear tension. There's a reluctance. But he takes a step. And another step. And then he bolts to the other side. of this hallway, but nothing happens. You see him squatting down in the corner next to the other set of double doors that are on the other side of this entrance balcony. You didn't hear anything? And now that you're looking into the room, Casario, you didn't see anything moving besides Warwick. It seems safe.
I don't feel comfortable him going through those doors alone.
Go right behind him, John.
Well, I'll go right behind him, and he starts walking across.
Are you just walking, trusting on your blind sight?
Yep, I'm just walking towards where I saw him run off into the distance.
Cool. That's very brave. Holy shit.
if I see anything out of the ordinary, I can't leave this kid alone. You know, he's.
There were 3 people going into the Amber Temple. 4, actually. Surely they're not just like vacationers. I mean, this isn't Disney World. They're probably pretty good at this.
What
That's
is
what
this Disney
Casara's
World
thinking
you speak
anyway.
of?
All right, so now that he's next to work, all right, let me take a look in, and he cracks the door open and sticks his head in.
Cool. You'll notice that one of the doors was already unhinged, but sort of hanging close. You either push that one or open this, which is fine. You'll notice with your limited blind sight that beyond that is a room.
Yeah,
or at least part of it.
He sticks his head in, sees it's completely dark. All right, you look.
Warwick looks around the corner and says, "Seems like it's an empty room." And no, I will not award you to look into that room with someone who's not part of it.
I know. It's an empty room. He yells across.
Okay, hang on. You shout. I was going to say, you yell that across the balcony?
I can't see them. Yeah.
You're such a darling. Roll me a...
Oh, God damn
it. You're such a darling. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I used my inspiration from earlier to avoid that natural one.
I think you still have it, so yes.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I think it's time for the monkey to cover the statue's eyes.
The monkey's
It's a great
dead.
plan.
The monkey's dead. It's
You're
your,
right,
your, your unseen servant.
I have to be
And
within
I'm going
60
to-
feet of it, though.
Oh, fuck.
7.
Yes.
7?
I rolled a 3 after my natural 1.
All right. So I'll be a benevolent god, and seeing as you used your inspiration, that basically negates the fact that you rolled an actual natural 1. So you have a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you that is noted. Feel free to continue.
All right, so yeah, he just yelled out to you guys, "It's an empty room."
Oh. I can't
nothing-
see, so...
You don't notice anything immediately, no.
I think we should go north. The wizard's quarters are directly north in this hallway, north in this room that we were just in. At least I know there's fuck off skulls in there, and that sounds terrifying. But we have to go there eventually, don't we?
As Carla sort of steps out and looks around, and this is me genuinely, I didn't notice it was stairs going down. I thought they were going up. So yeah,
Yep.
you are actually right. That is exactly the route that he took. Yeah.
You don't have dark vision though, right?
I have limited amount of vision, but I did step out at least a little bit.
Fair enough. But you can't see those stairs.
Mm. Yeah, that's fair.
So, well, when I don't hear anything for a little bit, I'm gonna say, "Work. We need to stay with the group. We're going to find your friend. Trust me, we will find your friend. But we need to stay together
Yeah.
to avoid anyone else getting lost."
They're talking over there near the entrance. Just give him a second. I think they'll be coming. I hope at least. Let's give him a minute. If they
Can
won't,
you
then
message
we'll
Warwick and
go
tell him
back.
to come back?
I'll message John because I'm familiar with him. John. She also doesn't know his name. John.
Yes.
Oh, Spring, come back. Come back.
All right. I understand. Yes, we'll come back. Work. We're going to regroup for now, and we'll come back when we have a better lay of the land. And I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of like wait until he starts walking and walk next to him all the way back.
He'll do the same thing. He'll take a couple of steps, keep looking around, and then jolt towards the other side. And you'll pretty much be able to keep up.
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth check, though. And yes, with disadvantage because you're.
I hate it that Kasariel is always right. I hate it. I actually love it, but I also hate it. In this moment, I hate it.
And yep. I don't know where my good die went. Oh, damn it. Disadvantage.
Yes.
16 turned into a 3.
Oh.
So John doesn't even like try. He's just like chunk.
That's unfortunate. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, my friend.
All right, I'm going to use the one that gave me a 16 and okay, 12.
12? Okay. Noted. Continue.
I'm there with you guys.
Right. Reviewing the information, fuck off skulls might be the way. Kasariel, as always, is right.
All right.
All right. So
Now.
go
Yes,
ahead. You're a detective.
No. Well, I was just going to say that if we open the door, we can perhaps do some sort of like strike all together. Do you know, open and strike all at the same time?
Where are they? Are they like close to us or at the end of the hallway?
End of the hallway.
All right. I'm not good at range. I'm good close up. But if you can either lure them here, or perhaps I can jump in when I see the option. And my friend's here, Finoria, and she joins in with the conversation. She says, "I'm great with a bow. Here, look, I have a bow. I can help you shoot. Like I can help you." And Sarah Targa joins in and she says, "You know, I'm good with music, but I have my ranged capabilities. So I can help you ranged as well. So whatever you want to do, we're there for you. But Warwick doesn't, I mean, he can chuck his daggers, but then he'll be useless. So whatever you think is best."
Maybe then we send a battalion of John and Warren together over to take the skulls on head on, and while they're doing that, us as sort of ranged attackers can unleash a volley. So the skulls are distracted by the two of them, but then we go in and damage is dealt, we heal what we can.
All right. So we'll burst through the door together, John, and then all of you together with Finora and Sarah Targa will do ranged, right?
You said you're good at stealthiness, right? You're good at being sneaky.
Not against something that's on the other side of the hallway and that apparently gives off light. Flaming
Right.
skulls, you said, right?
So what I mean is I'm going to try to make myself a target while they're focused on me. You all do whatever you need to stop them, to bring them down, but just try not to get hit yourself.
All right. Or we open the doors, all of the ranged people unleash an attack, and then we all run in.
That
You
sounds
know,
good.
so-
I can
Yes,
help with that too.
great.
So Warwick,
No,
stay
no.
back here.
Alright.
You're
In this
useless
scenario,
right now.
oh yes, you can. Yes, you
All right,
can.
I will wait for
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna have my unseen servant go to the door. Is there a way for it to like open both doors at once? It's not gonna do it yet, but is there a way? Could it reach?
Sure. It will not be like a burst of like bam and go, but he can open them. Sure.
Okay. All right. Carla's going to count us down. Once the doors open, then all the ranged people unleash an attack, and then we'll all rush in.
Sounds good.
All right.
Before you do it, you all know that this is going to lead into combat, so let's pre-roll the initiative so we can do this smoothly.
Oh no! I got a
That's
or
natural
not.
20. Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no! It was on my new dice though.
Ooh.
And that's great. Like, it's unfortunate that it's wasted on initiative.
It's just one roll later would have been so much better.
I was looking for my special plastic die that has been pretty generous to me recently. I dropped it out of a bag and it landed on natural 20. So I was like, okay, that's not a roll. Picked it up, I rolled it, 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
John, I pull out my wand. You think this will work?
When did you manage to steal
No.
that back?
When we face the bird.
You wander your life, like hanging from the bridge.
John, look at me. Look at me. It is dangerous here. We could all die. I need you to
You're
take
right.
a breath here.
No, you're right.
Take this seriously.
Seriously though, this thing has created some effects that
John?
I would not have been able to create. It is blown up birds.
We want to take the chance in a place that's the most dangerous place we've ever been in our entire lives.
I don't know what
And
this
risk
thing
the lives
does.
of all these people. Yes, you do, John.
It kills things.
That's
It
fair.
has also nearly turned you into stone, if you don't remember.
We have no evidence of that.
John, look at me. Look at me. I'm being serious. You're a liability right now. You're being a liability to this entire party.
What
What are you doing?
I'm being serious as well. I can do some damage, but this thing might end the thing. We don't have to use it. I'm just saying we need to understand our tools and be able to use them effectively if we're going to survive. So
You can cast magic at it. I think that's what you should do. Magic that you know what happens when you use it.
yeah.
I know it's...
No, we'll be fine. I don't need to use it. I'm just saying that I can't not use it forever. There are plenty of situations where it might save us. We don't know.
Well, let's keep that one in the back pocket for now.
Yes, for now, he literally
Alright.
puts it in his back pocket.
Because, plate armor comes with a back pocket. Little known fact, take it home with you.
Damn
If
it.
you put this on your next essay, you might get a 10. That's
like
what gets you
assless
to the
chaps.
university of your choice.
Plate.
That's canon.
No, God damn
My
it.
armor is
It's now canon. Yes.
That's what he pooped.
It's very cold here. So I definitely put it in my back pocket, but it's not. Never mind.
One more thing, John. What did you roll for your initiative?
1.
You darling.
You,
Thing we got
you
out of
guys
our
knew
fucking
that.
system.
You guys knew that. I rolled the 20 and then I rolled a 1. Or I dropped the 20. Anyway, yeah, we're good.
Cool. You guys ready?
All right, so we'll all ready to ourselves to attack, and then wait for the door to open.
Mhm.
All right, so
This
I
wise.
think we're gonna all try to ready an attack. Is that correct?
Okay.
Sorry.
Now,
We're gonna try to get a surprise round on it. I think is what I'm
Or-
in game
or-
speak trying to do
Or
here.
at the very least, use our reaction to get a quick attack off before our turns.
Yeah.
so there's two things that I have to consider here as a DM. First off, fucking amazing, great idea. I love the tactics. I'm gonna reward that in some shape or form. But there's also the other side, and that is that that there is a long hallway because you've been through the Book of Strahd and you've peeped through this door. There's something there, but you don't know the magnitude, the amounts, etc. Carla has got a vague idea, but that's about it. So those sort of stripe off against each other. So what I will do is I will allow you a attack in their direction, but it will not be surprise.
Cool.
Okay.
Ready.
So that means that in turn follow, by the way, you are also first. You've rolled way higher than everyone else. So except for John, but for this purpose, I will. You know what? Yeah. Okay. So that's the reward. There we go. I will allow the three of you to make a first attack, whatever you want to do, and then comment ensue. So it's not really surprise, but a bit.
Yeah, that's
Wait a
better than
minute.
I was expecting.
I have a better idea. This is like a fatal funnel. Do you know? We're behind cover here, so we could all just cast spells. They have to come to us to hurt us, right? In theory. Perhaps
They
not.
could have ranged attacks as well.
That's
I
true,
think
they
we-
could, but
We get what we can in, and then after that, we do try to funnel them towards us. That is a good idea. cover is
From
better
in
than none.
here. Yes. Right. We can cast and then duck behind cover.
Mhm.
Until we can't. I'm sure this plan will go tits up, but hey, let's try it.
Let's try.
Excellent.
All
All right.
Okay.
In that case, I will say, let's get that music going, and I will say, turn follow starts. Kasariel, you are the very first, and opening the doors with your unseen servant doesn't count towards your turn. So I would imagine the first step is opening the doors, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. The doors relatively slowly open.
Okay.
Beyond that lies a hallway, and in that hallway are no less than 3 flame skulls. They're floating in the air, they're burning, they're scary. Kasariel, your turn.
All right. Yeah, okay, great. I will, I can see 2 really well, which is the 2 on the left. One on the left and one in the middle. I'm gonna shoot 2 moon bolts, 1 at each.
Awesome.
Okay, so the first one's the one on the left. That's a natural 20. It's not on
Awesome.
my new dice, but it's a natural 20. Okay. Oh, okay. The next one's a 14 plus 9, so million. Yeah.
23. And what kind of damage is it?
It's radiant damage.
Wonderful. That is what you destroy it. It's gone instantly.
Sweet.
Oh wait, I didn't roll damage yet. That was just the
Oh, I thought you had 23 damage. It's like it's gone.
that was just a hit.
No, 20. So she
so
fired
from-
2 bolts. One was a crit,
sorry.
and the other was a 23.
Right. So they both hit. Sorry, I got
Okay,
a little
so
too
the crit-
enthusiastic here.
Still amazing.
The crit's
both
gonna
hit.
be 20 points of damage.
Oh, baby.
that still erases this one. So that one is gone. I love it.
And the other one is going to be 3 points of damage.
All right. Still, you notice that it does a little bit more than what you'd expect. It is a flaming skull, after all.
Beautiful. And I'm going
Love
to step out of the way. And let the next person
The
go.
one that you kill, by the way, just pops out of existence. Like there's nothing left.
Okay, cool.
Cool. That's your turn.
That's it.
Right.
I move out of the way and let the next person go.
Carla.
I'll pop into the hallway and unleash my new crossbow bolt at it for a 22.
That hits, and you shoot the left or the right one?
Shoot the whatever one. Sorry, I'll previously hit. I'll shoot that
That
one.
is the
left one.
left one. Yes.
Left one. Okay.
I was
Heal.
quickly considering, did you see that? But you should be able to see that. Yes.
Alrighty, so the damage that's done to that then is 7, and then for my bonus action,
Hang on.
Oh, sorry.
Is that what? That's just normal piercing damage, I imagine. Is
Normal
your
piercing
crossbow
damage, yeah.
magical?
No, it's not.
All right.
No, it's not.
How much was it?
7.
You notice that it doesn't do as much damage as you would have hoped.
Tragic. Yeah, for my bonus action, however, I'm going to call forth a tail. And yeah, I'll keep that in my back pocket till the next round. And then pop back
Alright.
away so that I don't
Episode
get hit.
title, In My Back Pocket.
I think we have the title for whenever it's going to YouTube, right? Awesome.
The Pocket of Descent or something. Yeah, anyway, go on.
John, I will allow you your turn now, as I said. So go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so he's going to basically do the same thing they did and stand in the doorway, and he's going to hold his hands up and just like the strings come flying out and lash on and squeeze if they manage to hit. So let's roll. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hit both one on each one. I'm gonna throw one at each one.
Yep.
I got if I can figure this out. Okay, a 21 and a 22 to hit.
They both hit.
Cool. And that is going to be 4 force damage and 7 force damage.
Wonderful. They both do damage.
I'll say the four was on the left and the 7 was on the right.
Fair enough. Noted. You notice that your strings do damage.
So yeah, they reach out, wrap around the skulls, and essentially like constrict and like that's about it. I'll step back to where I was to get cover because it is tactical.
Sure. The flame skulls move ever closer. Both of them seem to be unnervingly quick. And they rush. They have 40 feet of movement. They rush towards you. And while they still can't see you, the one in front has seen you rather clearly and casts a fireball in the middle of all of you.
Oh no.
Counter spit. No, I'm just kidding.
If only, right? So I need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, come
I
on!
can't back myself, right? No.
What up?
Come on, you dice. Oh, okay, thank God.
Already saving. 18 with a
You
10
save.
on my dice.
19.
You save.
One.
Oh my
You
God.
almost
Throw
saved.
it away. Roll the dice.
These are
away.
different dice.
Yeah.
I have 3 separate dice that have all given me ones.
Oh no.
Only
curse,
with a
Oh
nat-
no,
man.
actually 4 because of my initiative. God damn it!
Oh.
I have 5 d20s, 4 of which have given me natural ones in the last like 2 rolls each.
It's okay. It's good that
With a
it's happening
natural one
now.
on that dexterity save, I half expect John to actually like look around like as this fireball is
Yeah, he
reared up
comes
and
out.
shot towards you. He's like, "Is that a fireball?"
It's like, I wonder if they're coming, and he sticks his head out the door. Oh God.
All right. The other party members have rolled for themselves as well. Let's see. That is John. You take 37 points of fire damage.
Lord.
37?
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Carla and Casario, you saved, so you take half of that, which is 18 points of fire damage.
That's a lot.
Very
The other
long.
party members are also similarly hurt in shapes of foes, but they're all still standing.
So I'm envisioning this like anime thing where he sticks his head out and the fireball hits him and the shockwave goes past and hits everyone else, but full front hits John in the face.
Yes. You still have your party members, though.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Casario, make me. What is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
Cool. You jump out of the way of this fireball, and like this is scary shit, right? Like these spells are no bueno. So you jump out of the way. You avoid, luckily, most of the incoming damage. And as you stand back up, your heart is racing, and you stand back up, looking at Carla and John to see if they're okay. And as you look at John, you look past Warwick, and you notice something.
Yeah.
He looks different.
Mm.
And so does Sarah. And so does Finura.
Oh, dear
All three of
Lord.
them. Now look distinctly different. And with a hiss, the one that is standing in between Casario and John lunges out at John. And he does so with his claws. Twice. Once for a 21. And once for a natural one. So that one hits.
Yeah, 21 hits.
All right. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
The other two
Yeah.
lurch at Carla.
John's looking a little crispy right now.
One of them tries to attack you twice with their claws. And that is for a 22
That hits.
and for a 20, dirty.
Those both hit.
Okay. That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The other one, because it was standing next to you and you don't wear plate armor, gets a surprise attack on you. That means
We
that
don't
you
get to do that for other things. Why do they get to do it on return for us?
It's a skill. It's not an actual surprise attack.
okay.
It's a skill. It's
Cool.
just called surprise attack.
All right.
For a 19
That
and
hits.
for a 9. So
That doesn't hit.
the first one is counted as a surprise attack. That means that it is 7 points of bludgeoning damage plus 10.
I am down. I am down.
Top of the round, Kazarian.
Me already? Wait, I was looking through my spell list. How
Take
about
your
those
time.
sponsors? Maybe we can list them all now slowly.
Yeah. Sponsored by, not sponsored by, but could be sponsored by ambulances. They get there quickly.
For only $4.99, $4.99 an episode, you two can save one of these characters.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Thank you
Cool.
for the back to the action. Okay, Kasariel sees. Is this the smartest thing to do? Should I do that in a second?
Also, just making sure, Kazariel, from where you were coming, like from your history, you recognize these creatures instantly. These are doppelgangers. These are creatures that shapeshift. You will recognize those.
Okay. Just a few quick questions that I can't remember. It's an action to cast my divine. Yes. Okay. Oh God, do I kill him or do I? Okay, I have to make one death saving throw. I can do. Okay.
Quick maths.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
How about
good,
those
it's all
sponsors,
good.
folks? This is I'm so nervous. I'm sorry. All these are concentration spells. It's real bad. Okay. Yes. I'm gonna commit. Kasariel sees Carla go down. She's looking at John. John looks very, very hurt. She's gonna look at everyone else in the room. And all of a sudden she's going to close her eyes and just begin to meditate. And she's going to open her palms, and 2 crescent moons appear in her palms. And she's going to do one of these. They're going to flit out around her, and she casts Aura of Life at 3rd level. I'm sorry. What?
is-
What's Aura of Life? Hold on.
What?
Can be reduced in addition to hospital. No, Aura of Vitality. I've never even seen that other spell before. Okay, yes, Aura of Vitality. Okay, and the first thing I'm gonna do with it is give Carla back 2d6 hit dice, which is gonna be a 7 hit points. Come back to life, Carla.
I will. Oh my god. Oh shit.
All right. Yes, and then Kasariel is going to use her movement. I'll take the attack of opportunity to go as far as she can away from. Not as far as she can. Sorry, how far is this? It's 30 foot. Yeah, as far as she can. Yeah, somewhere over here, ski.
You get a natural 1 on the attack of opportunity, so he misses.
Excellent. Great. Perfect. Fuck you, doppelganger. That's the end of my turn.
All right. That brings us to Carla.
You can do that too, bitch! And she is going to mirror image herself.
Yes!
Yeah.
You got 3, right?
3, yes. All 3 of us are going to pop up. And then that's my action. For my bonus action, I am going to curse D&D Beyond to the fucking ground for ruining my character sheet. I'm going to bring out the Tale of the Beguiler. So my Tale of the Beguiler is now taking the form of Kasariel's mother, Salasariel. And her sort of form comes forward, a Strahd, Bride of Strahd form. And it will...
the Bride of Strahd form? Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. In
Got
the
that
most
too.
horrifying form that it can.
She's so beautiful. Oh.
Yeah. And it's going to attack the doppelganger right here. So it needs to make me a wisdom saving throw of
The doppelganger needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom 16. That's going to be 4.
Incredible.
Almost.
So it's going to take 2 of my bardic inspiration die. So that is going to be a 9 psychic damage. And it's incapacitated until the end of its next turn.
Hang on. Psychic damage, right?
Psychic, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, and incapacitated until the next round. Noted, he is standing on his own 2 feet, but barely. Because he's...
Quick question. Sorry,
Yes.
this is my first time using this spell. As of my bonus action, can I have the unseen servant close the doors?
I think you can. I believe
It's a
unseen
Bonus
servants-
action command.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
Nope.
You didn't do
dealing with
anything
that.
for your bonus action, so you're fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You are so smart.
I am so scared.
All right. Next up are the fire skulls. And seeing as the doors are closed, the fire skulls themselves do something, but you don't know that because the doors are closed. Next up are the doppelgangers, because sorry, John, you got first once, but you did roll a natural 1, so now you go last.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, so that did
It was a one time.
I know, but didn't the doppelgangers just go between Casario, or they went first? Oh, they went last in the last turn. Got it. Yeah,
Yes.
got it. Understood.
All right.
Yeah.
So the one next to you, John, will try to multi-attack you.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I have to be honest here.
Yes.
It was my bonus action to give Carla back her hit points, so I did use my bonus action, so the doors will be open.
That
sorry.
is fair. In that
I
case,
just
the
read
doors
the
are
spell
open.
again.
And in that case, the flame skulls are still there, and we'll see through the doors. They will see Carla's, well, potentially Carla,
Multiple
but
Carlos.
at least Carla's. Yeah, at least Carla's mirror images. One of them will cast magic missile at it. The other will cast fire ray at it. I'll start with the fire ray. It will attack for a... It's not too great. 12.
That won't hit.
Right? So it shoots right past you against the wall on the other side of the room that you guys are in. The magic missile one will shoot... let's see. He shoots 3 darts, I believe it is. Yes. And each one... there is no save against
Just
this.
hits.
So it will deal... Yeah. 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
Okay.
So that is a 4 plus 1 is 5.
I rolled my d20 to determine whether it's attacking me or my doppelganger.
That is fine.
And it's a 19, so it is absolutely attacking a doppelganger.
All right. So that one poofs out of existence.
Oh,
And it attacks the next one. So roll another dice.
Yep. We're still good. That's a 15.
Okay, so it poofs out of existence. The third one will attack the doppelganger. Because that's the only one you can see right now, because you're around the corner. And that hits for 3 points of damage, which is not much, but it's something. There you go. Now the doppelganger's turn is. The one that was trying to attack John will try to multi-attack you. Once for a 23.
Okay. That's gonna
And
hit.
once for a 9.
Only one hits.
Okay. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Meow.
The other 2 are trying to attack... one of them is taken out by Carla, so he's dazed and confused and doesn't really know where he is, so he doesn't do it. But the other one will try to attack Carla where she was standing previously. With one mirror image still intact, it'll try to multi-attack you once for a 22,
That'll
and
hit.
once for a natural 20 plus a million.
Okay. We don't even have to roll damage. I'm down again.
Do we need to check whether or not it was your mirror image?
Oh, okay. I'm allowed to do that. Great.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
That is going to be an 11. So I think that's
So
okay.
that'll hit. Yeah, it's above 10. So that'll be then that was your mirror image.
Nice.
Ooh, and now the question is because it's like doppelgangers have like a really quick attack. So is he gonna punch air? Is the question. I'm gonna let the dice decide.
The dice be kind today.
Roll the 1. So on the d4. So nope, he punches air. You're fine.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
John.
All right.
I'd like to heal myself. Thank you. I cast Lay on Hands.
John, for my bonus action, reaches towards Carla, and she these strings form around her, and she now I cast Shield of Faith, which gives her a +2 AC.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, thank you.
And then for my action, I turn and glare at the guy who just stabbed me twice, and I attempt to just slam his head into the wall with my mace.
Let's.
That is going to be it's going to be a 9 for my first attack.
That misses.
Yep. And then it's going to be a 17 for my second attack.
That is.
Good.
All the things. Smite. You know, I don't know, paladin things.
So
Kill it!
Kill that thing.
I think I'm just gonna. Oh, God. All right, I don't think I have to choose at the start to use a smite. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm dumping a. I only have a 3rd level spell left, so I'm dumping a 3rd level smite on this guy. I got 18 damage for the bludgeoning damage, and let's just do all the things, shall we? 3rd level smite is going to be. Is it? He's not undead, right?
No.
Okay,
This is
cool.
very much an alive creature.
All right.
Then again, I think you're a human, so you wouldn't know this. You don't know these creatures unless you've seen these in your trade.
I only need to know whether or not they take an extra D8.
Right. Okay. For that purpose,
Right.
no.
So, just verifying real quick. So yeah, John basically gets hit twice, sees Carla barely standing, and shields her, and then he turns this guy, just glares at him, brings the mace to bear. He misses once, hitting the wall, and then he rears back again and just catches him right in the chest. And
I can just hear you growling here.
Yep. Yep. So that's 2d8 plus an additional. So 4d8. That's all I needed to know. Cool. It's 2, 5, and that is 2. So it's 15 plus 18. So that's 33 damage.
Wow, this guy is barely standing. He's
still
bleeding
standing?
everywhere. Yes.
God damn it! All right.
Okay.
His chest like caves in slightly under the blow, and John's just glaring daggers at him. And that's me.
Alrighty. Yeah, this guy is worse for wear. He's really not looking too good this start, but he's standing. Top it around, Casario.
All right.
Close the door.
I'm gonna be cool, and I'm not gonna let you roll for it. But does seeing your mother like that do anything to you?
Yeah, it's not good. But that's
I won't let you roll for it.
I'm a
But holy
trained
shit.
soldier. Do you know? I'm a trained soldier, so I am by the book right now. My instincts have kicked in. I'm going full on soldier mode. All my training's kicked in. Thank goodness for that. Thanks, Loon. Okay. All right. I've been watching this the past 6 months, right? So, how bad does John look?
He's got blood coming down from the 2 stab wounds, and he's pretty toasty. He's not looking so hot, but he looks like he's still standing pretty resolute.
All right, great. So Carla, I'm sorry. What's my name? I'm so nervous. Casariel. My name's Casariel. I'm Casariel. No, my mother didn't do anything to me.
Yeah, no, it's all
Thank you
good.
for asking.
I'm fine. Saloon
Everything's fucking
is my
fine.
co-pilot.
Okay. Casariel already has radiant energy swirling about her. She's going to put her hand up in the air. In addition to that, happening, there is going to be a sphere of radiant energy with little like lightning bolt zaps as I cast Channel Divinity.
Where do you cast it?
It's centered around me. Yeah, it's double healing. We got double the heals. Double the heals. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll 2d6 as my bonus action for Carla. It's only 4. That's
Okay.
so
Is it temporary or hit?
no, that's actual hit points.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Nice.
For sure.
Nice.
And then you are going to receive. Oh, okay, that's better. 12 temporary hit points.
Thank you so
Beautiful.
much. Oh my god, thank you so much.
There you go.
All right. Unfortunately, that's all I can do. Yeah. So that's the end of my turn. I can't close doors.
Awesome. Carla.
All right.
I mentioned
Main
that,
action.
her mom is gone by now, right?
Yes, so Salisariel had like dug her like claws into the main guy's brain in order to incapacitate him that bad. And as she sort of fades away, he comes back into like himself. But Carla is going to use her main action to cast invisibility on herself.
Nice.
Okay.
Pop out of existence. And as soon as she's invisible, she's going to move the fuck away. She's going to move over here.
You will not get attacks of opportunity because you're invisible.
Nice.
Yeah, and then bonus action, I'm going to roll a tail from my safe little corner.
Right.
And this one comes into effect immediately because I'm going to use my reaction. And basically, as she sort of moves away from them invisible and she summons forth her tail, she pops back into existence, and a pool of like teleportation appears underneath John. And if he's willing, I'm going to drag him closer to me and Kasariel.
He's growling at this thing, but he's willing.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you
I'll
want
drag him in between me and Kasariel here.
Right. That will not provoke an attack of opportunity because it is a teleport.
I imagine John was actually rearing back for a third hit and just fell through this hole, and he's now like, ugh. He's still like,
I will. In that case, I will put him a little closer to Carla so you don't accidentally hit Kasariel.
well, yeah, no. He comes out, he's like a little stunned, and he sees the thing, and he goes, "Arr!" at the thing over in the corner.
We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Smart.
No, we're
All right,
not.
so
We're fine.
that it,
Everything's
Carla?
fine. We're great. We're fine. Everything's fine.
was that it, Carla?
That's all I can do.
Smart. Because, why is this smart? Well, the two flame skulls are still going towards you guys, and the doors are still open. The flame skulls take a little distance still, because they don't like to get too close, but they do position themselves over here. And while one has used its fireball, the other one didn't. And it casts a fireball in between the doppelgangers.
Oh. Friendly fire. Unfriendly fire.
And they try to make their saving throws.
How big is a
and
fireball?
It won't hit you guys.
Thank you.
It'll hit like in between
I can't
the
take
three
another
of them.
37 hit.
let me just measure just to be sure. No, you're outside of the range. You're fine.
Thank you, Carla. I appreciate that.
I think anything higher than that would completely.
Two of them safe. One of them doesn't. The one that doesn't is disintegrated because it doesn't matter how much damage it is. That gives you a hint as to how much HP it still had. For the other two, they do make their save. So that is that is 34 divided by 2 is 17 points of damage each.
Oh.
I believe that makes them bleed on both accounts. Yes, it does.
You were the chosen one. I loved you.
The other one, while it can't do a fireball anymore, it can cast another flame strike. Sorry, fire ray. It's not a flame strike.
I was about to say, hot damn.
That's copyright. Flame strike is a little too high level for these guys. No, fire ray. So that is a 11 plus 16. That hits. 4. That is 10 points of fire damage. He is hurting. But now the doppelgangers can't move, and they both aggressively lurch at John. And both of them try to do a multi-attack. One of them for a 8. And for an 18.
I'm going to go ahead and use my final 3rd level spell slot to cast shield.
Oh, cool. You're safe. The other one does the same thing. For a 9. Wow. And for a 18.
Okay, so that's 2 attacks I dodged.
Yeah, because the shield is still up for the second attack as well,
It stays up until my turn starts.
You're cool. Okay. Then, John, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I don't think now is the time to use it, so I'm just going to lash out at the one that is directly to the right of me is the one that took the fire strike, right? Fire ray?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna smackety.
Alrighty.
And this time, I don't think. No. He's angry. He's hitting full force. Oh. Okay. I rolled. I got a 23 and for my first hit and a 25 for my second.
I mean that. Yeah. That is.
All right. So can I just roll 1 to see if I hit the first guy, and then for my second attack have hit the other guy?
Sure.
Do I have to rear back?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. 8 plus 16, 24 damage for the first one.
The first one, his head just caves in as you hit it.
Alrighty. And the second one is 23.
Okay. He's hurting, but he's still standing.
And given the fact that I killed somebody, Great Weapon Master allows me to make an attack with my bonus action.
That is correct.
Yay! So yeah, John, he hits the first one. It just like knocks the head is completely gone at this point. And he just follows through with the strike into the second one and like knocks it against the wall and then rears back for an uppercut and got a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. And that's going to be 25 damage.
Cool. They're gone.
So
it's his head. He just his jaw just flies off or something.
Pushes him into the wall, and then the second strike integrates him into the wall.
Mwah, beautiful. Gone. Top of the round. Kazariel.
All right, so Kasariel is just a fucking swirl of radiant healing energy. Oh, John, sorry.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, you're gonna gain 3 temporary hit points. I need to use 2 D6s. Hold on, that's so important. Hold on. Okay.
No worries.
Yes.
That's very helpful.
So that just happens. As my bonus action, I will give. So many new spells. I'm so sorry. I don't remember how much it was. Aura of Vitality is 2d6. Okay, it's the same. That's great. Carla is going to receive 8 more hit points, actual hit points.
Thank you.
Yes, and Kasariel is just purple eyes, runs for the door. She's gonna get to a place where she can see through. So I guess that would probably be, to be fair, here.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I see them both from here or just one?
Yes, you can. No, you'll be able to see them both.
All right. And so I will conjure 2 purple balls of energy in my hands. I'm going to release a moon bolt at each of them.
All right.
Okay, so this is for the one on the left. 16 to hit.
It casts shield and it blocks it.
Okay. The one on the right. Natural 20.
Ooh.
That's my new dice.
Won't be
That's
able
my
to.
new dice this time.
So it'll hit.
Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot what I was doing. Yes. Moonbolt. Yes, that's 10. Okay, so I roll 2.
As a matter of fact, I will eradicate a spell slot for that. It will try to shield it. It's to no avail, but it will definitely try it.
Okay. That's 16 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Radiant.
It's gone. You just disintegrated.
Love it.
Okay, that's wait, I used 5, 10, 15. These guys are both dead, so I'm gonna come over here out of the way of the door.
Sure.
That's it for me.
The magical swirl moves with you, of course. There you go. All right, Carla.
Alrighty, I am going to dart so that I can see them.
You should be able to cast around the corner here.
Yeah, and as soon as I see them, I am going to. I don't want to use another second level. Oh my god. Okay. I really want them to go down. Okay. How much is that?
Range-wise, it's about 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. Sorry, it's being silly times. Oh, excellent. Oh no, that would hit Kasariel as well. Never mind. Okay,
Your thought pattern is great.
I know. I'm sorry. I was like thinking. I was like thunder wave, or I could. Yeah, because I know that nothing besides magical is going to really do anything to them. So I'm going to Cloud of Daggers, and for the sake of saving a second level, it's going to be a third level spell. So they need to make me a Wisdom saving throw of 16.
There's only one left. The other one is dead.
Okay, then one of them will have to make that for me.
The Wisdom of 16, you said?
Yeah.
Alrighty. They're not particularly wise, but
Good.
it does. No, it doesn't save because I rolled a 12.
Okay, so it's going to take frickin' at this amount. What is it? 6d4. Incredible.
What kind of damage?
Oh, it's like slashing, but it's magical, I think.
That's fair. Yeah, okay. As long as it's not like okay, yeah. Like
yeah.
I mean, you can imagine that like fire damage doesn't really do much to these guys, so I have to ask.
I gotcha. 20.
I was just thinking if she used vicious mockery, she'd go like, "Hey, you're a numbskull."
As soon as I get to level 2.
You're not a fire skull.
Oh
you're
my
a
god.
numbskull.
Papa needs to make a bard because Vicious Mockery is his spell. I'm sure we said that before, but now that I'm thinking about it.
I have a character ready to go. It's called Barnold Nibbler. And he's a he's a bard, and he has Vicious Mockery where he uses dad jokes. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a 30. By the way, 30 damage.
How much?
30.
Wow. What happens?
So she kind of like looks around, and then she takes like a spectral dagger that sort of like hides in between her sleeve, pulls it out, spins it forward, and as it starts to spin, it multiplies, and as it hits the skull, it sort of like completely grinds it up into bone dust, and it goes away.
Love it.
Spectral
fires
wood
go
chipper.
out, and whatever is left, it's not much, drops to the floor.
I
This
cast
bad.
wood chipper.
Call that the old bone grinder mill.
Well
And
done.
she's going to slump down, defeated.
And look, a bed.
Hey, wait. Kasariel is still
Awesome.
Radiant Angel mode. So
Yes.
for the next I only have gone 2 rounds with my temporary hit point, my aura of my aura. So I should have 8 more rounds of healing to do with it.
Feel free to do it.
Okay. Okay. So the first one we'll just give it to John. That's 8 points of healing.
And this is real healing, not temporary.
Yeah, real healing.
Oh,
Carla, that's 5 points of healing.
Thank you.
John, that's 11 points of healing.
Ooh. Yeah, I imagine we're all standing around her, and just like these sort of waves of rejuvenating twilight are emanating off, and we're all like, our wounds are slowly closing up.
Okay,
Carla,
so oh, thank you.
3. Sorry, we're not done yet. Not done yet. Still going.
Cool.
get
John,
more.
that's, damn. 13.
Aura of vitality is badass.
Carla, 7.
Yeah.
Wait, the 13, was that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was on top of the 11 you just gave me. Oh my god.
Yeah. I've got 2 more. How are you guys both looking?
I'm pretty good. I'm fine.
I'm no longer
Yeah.
bleeding, but I'm definitely I'm still like
Okay.
got cuts.
All right, John. 9 points of healing.
All right. I'm
And then
if I were to gauge myself on a scale of 1 to 71, I'd be around a 61.
okay.
Very well role
look
played
at
right
myself.
there. Peak role play.
Okay, I'm gonna give myself the last 7 points of healing.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay, and I'm so
In-
sorry.
In addition,
My
Kazan,
channel divinity is still going. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna roll a few for temporary hit points. 11 points for John. Temporary hit points.
Cool. That beats my 3.
I'll just do this once because that will get annoying. 8 for Carla, so I don't know how many you had.
At 12.
Oh shit. Okay.
You're already maxed. We're like,
Yeah. Keep going. Okay. And I already had 7, so that's 7 for me. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, and then Kasari just
addition?
like slumps to the ground and just like out of breath.
Kazariel, one more thing.
Yeah.
Roll me a 1d6.
Okay. 3.
3. You can add 3 more hit points to yourself because the Ring of Vitality kicks in.
cool. Ring
It's
of
been 10
regeneration, yeah.
What? What is it? Sorry.
Your regeneration.
You have a
ring.
you have a
Oh,
ring that
yeah.
kicks in every 10
Oh
minutes.
yeah.
So you can
Shoot,
add
that was pretty. I forgot about that. I shouldn't have healed myself. Crap. Sorry, guys.
Fine. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
So I think we're agreeing to never trust anyone ever again, ever, at any time. Ever.
Especially Warren.
Fuck Warren.
Listen. All right. That wasn't so bad.
The corpses
Fine.
of these doppelgangers, are they just, they're limp and not moving? They look like a what?
They're very dead, and looking at them, their bodies look like, how throughout the last 50 to 60 years, aliens are depicted like relatively slender, relatively featureless, big head. So take away the big black eyes and put in like white normal eyes and color them blue, and you got a doppelganger. They look alien almost and creepy.
Carla is going to go over to the corpse of doppelganger Warren and take back that gold coin she gave him.
You can. I love it.
It's of my gold.
Yes.
It's melted to the floor.
Anyone
You
else?
can take it.
I imagine their friend was a ruse as well.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to close the doors. Oops. And I'm just gonna, Kasariel's just gonna like slump down against the ground and just like stare at the other 2.
Thank you both for saving me. Holy shit. What should we do?
Well,
We need to take a rest.
we rest? Sure.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
The 3 of you want to take a short or a long rest?
Short.
Shorts.
Are we able to take
Short
a long
rest?
rest? Or
Is it a
Wait,
question to me?
Mitra?
well, no, I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Will,
looking
will
at-
we be? Will we be? We would absolutely take one, but will we be murdered immediately if we do?
Well, so
Can I just say that Kasariel
Yes.
is ready to be a DM because she just answered it exactly how it should be.
you can certainly try.
Thank you, Matthew Mercer. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly walk around the doors and just do a once over the walls. Does this room, aside from the gaping hole outside, does this room look reasonably secure?
Let's just say that while doing that, you'll close the doors towards the main hall, I imagine.
Yeah,
Which is still
yeah.
open. Cool. As secure as could be, yes.
Right.
Do you still have that hut thing? We could camp out in here in the hut. Because
I
I
do.
certainly used up a lot of my magical energy during that battle. Don't know about you.
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
I'll conjure the hut and come closer.
This place seems like one of the most dangerous we've been in. We definitely want to be at full strength.
The air feels
Sure.
heavier, right, John?
I don't like this place.
And we'll definitely take shifts for sure. There's no amount of sleeping in this place. All of us sleeping at once.
I'm gonna
Especially after
are
encountering
we doing a
that.
long
corpses
rest?
of the doppelgangers away. If we
Yeah. Oh, okay.
do you think we have the time? Like I don't believe we're pressed for time at the moment.
We can try. Yeah.
We were looking for their friend, but
It's not
Um,
real.
I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
At the start of at the end of your long rest.
At the start, please. Because it'll come
Alright.
back at the end. So
Yes, ma'am.
might as well do the beginning. Yep. Actually, if we don't get the long rest, then
Those are the
nope,
shitty
just
questions,
me.
right?
Just me. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Awesome. Is there anything else you guys want to prepare or do before you take your long rest?
I have an idea to something to talk about while we're long resting, but nothing to prepare.
All right. Then, in preparation, I will bother you no further. Feel free to discuss what you want to do during your long rest.
Carla's going to start setting up her spiritual session as she usually does during these times. Just kind of like working through her tarot deck, kind of talking to all the ghosts in her tales, just kind of getting re-familiar with them as she brings forth the fireball spell back into her spell list.
Casariel, I know that it's dangerous to help everyone who comes along, and I know that I can't help everyone, but my entire time training with Saloon was I'm supposed to help those who need and to abhor violence and to stop it wherever I can, and I don't know what to do with this. Following that, I almost got us killed. What should I do?
It's not an easy thing in these situations to decide whose lives are more important than others. And you have a noble heart. Far more noble than mine, of course, but what I thought in this moment was that the three of us were trying to save all of Barovia. Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people. These were just a few, and they were already here. You know, and it was their friend that was missing. So I just thought, since there was someone in their party that was good at being quiet, we should utilize the skills that were before us. Do you know, Saloon gives us many offerings. I just tried to use what's before me and sort of triage the importance. But I don't think you have to do that. That's what I'm for. You don't need that on your conscience.
He holds his hand out, and you see faint strings attached at certain points and just sort of whispering around, and I think I understand what you mean about sometimes seeing the benefit of others. As long as I'm with you, you're right. I've long looked to you for guidance, and I don't think that's changing anytime soon.
And you are good and noble and everything light and well good in this world. And I never want to change that about you. Sometimes we must be suspicious and cautious. And this is one of those times. But everything's fine. We're all fine. Do you see how strong we are? That's pretty fucking cool, by the way. I mean, that was
You were radiating. You were radiating Saloon's presence like I've never felt before. That was amazing, Casario.
I felt like it was out of body. I felt like it was Saloon herself working through me, you know. And I was terrified. I felt like I was just standing there going, I don't know what to do. And I just did things. It was
This is what you've told me before, and in our darkest moments, Saloon will guide us. He's going to look at his weapon once more and look over at the crushed bodies of the doppelgangers, and they'll just either continue talking or rest, and that's all he has to say.
Is there anything else you guys want to share with each other?
I'm good.
We're gonna take shifts sleeping, right?
Yes, I
I
will
imagine.
take the first one, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And we'll do them in 2, 2, and 2?
Mm-hmm.
6 hour? Mm-hmm. Okay. For Carla's shift, she will spend her time keeping an eye on both of the doors and the entrance, and she's also going to kind of pull out her crystal ball ghost detector thing and just kind of keep it in her hands in case anything comes around and decides to have a little bit of a conversation with her.
Give me 1 second. Okay, noted.
But that's what she does for her 2 hours.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go next.
I think we're good.
All right. You take your turns keeping watch and resting. An unfamiliar place, yet partially familiar through both a dream and, well, first-hand experience. John and Carla, both of you hear something, though separate from one another. Carla, when you are holding your guard, when you are on the lookout and you're holding the crystal ball, you hear something. And later on, when John is taking guard and looking at his weapon, he hears the same thing. You both hear distant but close whispering in the air. You're not really sure what they're saying, but as I said, it sounds both right next to you and far away. Nothing happens. Furthermore, you can apply a long rest. Ariel, you didn't hear anything.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, good, no, good. I was like, oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
Casariel, in your case, because
You
you
see
saw your
visions
mother,
of yeah.
Dead.
you take 40 psychic damage. No,
The good thing
nothing
you
happened
looked
to you
cool
this
in the
time.
last fight, because that's the last fight you'll ever have.
Yep, you got something to be remembered by.
Ooh.
Nope, you guys are fine. Furthermore, for now.
All right. So I do think following Strahd's last direction is the right idea, and I am sorry for not recognizing exactly what you were saying earlier, Casario. We're all calling it. We're all Carla today. But, from what I remember, there were some traps along the doors as he was walking through the hallway before. I do hope those skulls were just it, but I think it'd be best not to examine every room. as we go. Just follow the path as much as possible.
Given that you could see these better than we can, do you feel you're up to taking point, right, Casaro?
I'm sorry. What was that? She looks up from her like spells. She's still so nervous, like looking through.
You're such a book nerd. I love it.
I say you can see better than us down here. Are you comfortable with taking point, or do you want to?
Oh, yes. Actually, I mean, I can give you both dark vision for 1 hour, but only once per. Oh, please.
I hope that we're not here more than that.
Long rest. So, this might not be the moment. Yes, but I have light. I mean, I can.
We
Look.
can.
I can cast light on both of you somewhere, wherever you want.
Magnifying glass.
We only need one. So, right. There we go.
Okay.
And I will take point. Yes, I can see very far in the dark. So she just like gets up and kicks one of these bodies kind of out of her way, like oof, like moves it with her toe, like. All right. So down this hallway we go. Right, slowly. All right. I'm gonna just open one door, live it, learn it.
Now you have a moment to yourself. With this flame skull's gone, you can take a gander down this hallway. And as you look, you notice that this hallway, surprise, surprise, is scorched by what seems to be marks of something radiating fire or using fire magic. Wow, whatever could that be?
Right.
There's nothing in the hallway anymore that is either moving or glowing. However, as you look around the corner, you notice on the ground that there is a corpse. Not the 2 fire skulls. I'll just remove them because they're basically gone. They disintegrate. But around the corner, there is a body on the floor. It is pretty charred. It's hard to make out who it is, but you could make an attempt if you'd want to.
Carla will.
All right, give me an investigation check, please.
You know how good I am at those.
Well, this is beyond medicine.
Yeah. Okay. I got a 6, but that's a plus 10, so that's a 16.
Beautiful. You recognize this corpse.
Who is it?
You were just talking to them earlier on.
Oh.
This seems to be the ranger that you were talking to.
Oh my goodness, so sad. May the Morning Lord take you, I'll say as I start rooting through their pockets for anything valuable.
Anything that might have been valuable on their body was either already taken away by their party members or was charred to the bone by the flame skulls.
Oh, well, to the Morning Lord or whatever.
She doesn't have any pockets. I'm inclined to say that she has a back pocket, but unfortunately there's nothing in there.
Not even a single silver coin. All right.
I'm this close to saying she has a wand of random in her back pocket because that's all the rage right now in Barovia, it seems.
God. You do it one time.
All right,
It's
I
just
can
so
see all the
funny.
way. I can see all the way to the end of this room. Is there anything else in this room?
There are multiple doors on your left side, 3 of them in total. And on the other side of this hallway, there are 2, again, large amber doors. Other than that, there's nothing here. Maybe except for the fact that there's a couple of murder holes, or like arrow slits, if you want to call them, halfway this hallway, looking into what you assume is the main area.
Right. It looks clear. We can go, I think.
That's good. Let's slowly pick their way forward. Carla is going to, as she's walking, keep an eye out for any traps. Like if they're going to step on a pressure plate, all of that she is giving like the thorough sweep as she goes forward.
All right, I will not have you roll for that because in this hallway there are no traps, so you are fine. Nothing here triggers. And if you pass past the doors that previously in the dream opened, the doors remain closed.
We'll keep
You're at
them
the end
that
of the
way.
hallway.
Yeah.
Carla will
Alright.
pull up her mage hand, because that's a cantrip,
Yep.
and open the door slightly.
And I'm going to damp the light that I cast on, we'll just say Carla. So it's dark
Sure.
as
Yep.
I peek in.
As the doors open, you notice that behind these doors, there's light. As a matter of fact, there's candles or sconces that have been lit by magical fire. There is a dinner table over here and from what you can tell, the place is set. There's food on the table that looks at least relatively fresh. And in the middle of the table, you notice that, except for all the food, there is a beautiful silver ewer standing there.
Silver what?
What?
A ewer.
As in,
I don't know that.
like a pitcher, if you will.
Pitcher? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a silver. Like, you don't call a silver pitcher a pitcher; you call it a ewer.
Okay. I was thinking of is it cravat? Is another one or carafe?
A carafe, but carafe is like
It's more of a
small.
bottle,
This is
yeah.
like
A tie.
Yeah.
this is
I think,
big.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Very cool.
Right.
Carla Casera. Oh wait, I can't. Oh no, can I see through the door? I'm gonna.
It's,
There's light in there.
you've gotten the spell to look in
No.
darkness, right?
But you said it was lit.
Oh yeah, so it is. Yeah, so yeah, you can look inside and you see all this. Yes.
Carla Casera. This reminds me of the first house that we were in.
Yeah, that it's giving very Durst, for sure. Let's stick to the walls and try to get to that door on the other side, Carla will say, pointing at those ones. And she'll actually send her, so she'll open this door with her mage hand as well, and then send the mage hand over to open this door.
Which works.
John's gonna pull
In
out
a
some.
dream, was this not the wizard's chambers?
Was it?
Maybe
I
not.
remember running up here. I remember you put the moonbeam behind us so that no one could follow.
Right.
But I don't remember what was in here.
We did go out on the balcony before we saw the wizard.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Oh, he was behind the secret door.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Good. All right.
The second you step
God
into this room. Oh, god damn it. Why does it have to be this way?
I was gonna say, what's on the table? I have to know.
The second you step into this room, you notice that a magical materialization takes place around the table, and no less than 7 specters appear sitting around the table. The silver pitcher, ewer, is picked up by the first ghost and passed around as it pours liquid into a cup. When it gets to the head of the table, the spectre that is sitting there stands up and says, "We must not forget our duty to the valley and its peoples. The dark vestiges lie imprisoned in the vaults beneath this temple. They will tempt you, offer you wisdom, insight, and answer questions you seek answers to, and promise you unbelievable powers. The temptation is far too strong to resist. None save Kazan has ever resisted such an allure. We must learn to walk in the way of Kazan, putting purpose before self. To Kazan!" And all the other specters raise their glass and yell in unison, "To Kazan!" And slowly, all 7 of them fade away. The food fades away, but the one thing that remains on the table is the silver ewer.
Trap. Okay, fully a trap. Keep to the sides, the walls, and make your way towards the door.
Yeah,
Why did you guys trust me?
what do you think? What do you think's with that pitcher?
I don't know. I mean, on one hand, it could be something that
Get to the other side and then find out. How about that?
It could be anything. It could be a pitcher. It could even be a ewer.
You're what?
I'm what?
You're what?
Alec,
I don't know.
Did the specters look like monks?
When you saw them, they were very spectral and very ghosty and very wispy, but they were in between monks and wizards. They were magic users. That you could tell. Magic users have a sort of way of dressing themselves. You could definitely tell that they were of that alignment. Whether or not they were monks or wizards, you couldn't tell per se.
Kazan, was that not... Who told us about Kazan? Was it Esmeralda?
Kazan.
I-
Oh. I can't remember.
Is he the same as
Kazan?
Xanathar?
I thought so.
Mm.
Same as Heinrich, maybe?
Hmm.
All right,
We absolutely will go for that Ur, but I would feel much better if we were on the other side of this door.
Yes. Okay. That's fair.
Okay, both of you out, please. And she'll try to usher them out. And she'll be the last one
through the door
to go. And she'll use her mage hand to try and pick up the ore.
As you're standing on the balcony very close to the statue, as you go outside, you notice that this statue, all around its head, has a vanishing, or, well, a magical darkness spell. You can't even see the size of the cowl of this statue. However, the statue isn't pointed at you at the moment, and as such, it isn't reacting to you. But dang, are you close to it?
Yep.
Go on.
Yeah, mage hand will come out and pick up the ore.
All right. I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
1, I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, but before you do that, what's your alignment?
Are you trying to... Chaotic neutral.
Cool. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Is it trying to frighten me? I need to know this because I have advantage on being frightened. Okay, cool.
Me as a DM or the viewer?
I mean, you are for sure, but still.
Yeah, I think all of us have to roll against being frightened of you right now.
I got a natural 1, but I'm lucky, so I re-rolled it, and I got a natural 20.
Oh, the split! I love it.
Beautiful.
7-10 split.
For 22 with my wisdom.
Cool. The ewer is lifted from the table by your magic hand and floats towards you. Do you grab it with your hands now that it's in front of you?
Going to put it on the ground in front of me. I'm going to take the mage, the bag of holding, and scoop it. Scoop it in.
Okay. Sure.
So what's the alignment of Bagman?
Oh, easy.
Oh, no.
I don't think he'd touch it. It's not fabric. He's only really interested in that.
I just love this. This is the best situation ever.
The ewer is placed into the bag of holding, and that is the end of any information I will share about this item.
You know what? Before we do another long rest, I'll do an identify on it, but it's not worth the spell slot right now.
I'm just so worried that
You cannot cast identify on an item that is on a different plane, and in the bag of holding is a different plane, so you cannot do
Oh yeah, no, I will have to take it out, but it will be at a long rest when I can get
and
points.
not at the Ember Temple.
out of character, I'm so worried that this thing is an extra dimensional ewer, and that's bad juju. With a bag of holding.
We'll see.
I love it.
Oh God. I'm just John's staring at the statue and just sort of like at the ready, but not moving towards it at all. Just being aware of it.
All right.
Mage hand door, usual shebang.
Sure. The door's open.
I'll have a look.
Carla, as you move towards the door, a step forward, you notice that the ground, the balcony itself, is creaking, like stone that is moving against each other. This is an unstable balcony.
One of us can fly. We'll be fine. Yeah, that's what she'll think as she like pops her head in and like holds the magnifying glass up to see what's going on, because that's what's lit.
Beyond this door lies a room that we will cover after a break. We're getting there.
Oh my god, this has been a really tense first half. Holy crap.
Yep. All right. For those of you that are watching us not on Twitch, we will be back in an instant because that's magic. For those of you that are with us on Twitch, bear with us. We will take our break. We will be back in a bit. If you want to talk to us, feel free to join our Discord. We will be there in the voice channel. So you can ask your questions, tell whatever you want to tell us, and then we will be back in a few minutes.
And anyone who's watching us right now, or I don't know if there's any commenting on podcast, but watching on YouTube, did you see the doppelgangers coming? From anyone from the last episode, I didn't see that coming. I had this whole plan planned out of like keep them alive, find their friend. Oh my god. All right. Also, does anyone remember
we'll see you in a bit.
Kazan is? Okay, anyway, bye.
Yes. What do you mean I'm a pretty girl, John? Hi, everybody.
Anyone can be one if you put your mind to it.
Yes, absolutely.
Hot girl is a mindset.
It's a pretty girl kind of life.
Listen,
Yes.
here's the quote that you missed if you didn't join us for our break in Discord.
Oh god.
What is a choke but a really aggressive hug?
And if you can guess who said that, you will win a very aggressive hug.
Woo!
God damn it. John says, John, I win.
Yep, Jed nailed it. Nice job.
Yep. We're over here having fun, guys. So before the break, you guys ventured not that far into the Ember Temple, but at least a little bit. You opened up a hallway, noticed some flame skulls. You went into combat with them, and noticed that your party members that you have just made an uneasy alliance with were actually doppelgangers that tried to murder you while you were fighting the flame skulls. But you fought back, the heroes that you are, and you survived to fight and live another day. You took a long rest, just to be sure. Smart. And you moved down the hallway into a dining room where you saw a couple of specters and a beautiful silver ewer, also known as a pitcher, kind of. You took the pitcher with you, but not trusting the magical potential properties of the ewer. You put the bag of holding over it without touching it and took it with you. So the magical properties, if any, of the silver ewer remain unknown to the three of you. You walked onto a balcony that sounds like it's ready to collapse as you are standing on top of it, and you opened two more amber doors. And Carla was just about to take a peek in. Am I right?
Yes.
I think
My
that
magnifying
That is where
glass.
we were.
out of character, I think that Ewer has endless possibilities. Limitless, you could say.
We will see.
Anyway.
Carla, as you look around the corner, you notice a room that I think you have seen before in a dream, because you have been here as well. A relatively small room is visible to you, with a couple of candelabras that haven't seen any sort of fire in possibly years or maybe even centuries. That is all you can see from where you are right now. You do see a couple of double doors to your direct right from the entrance to this room.
I will take the mage hand and open the doors from where I'm standing.
Okay, they open up.
And then I will creep in and kind of give like a hand motion for them to follow very like quietly behind me. And just kind of like peek around the corner here.
All right. Carla, when you peek around the corner, you will first off notice that there are two corpses on the ground. And you will recognize these corpses instantly. These are the corpses of the rogue and the bard that you have previously encountered, but not entirely. Between them, a little further ways away, is an alcove with a statue of a seated, robed figure with a cowl over its head. And as you look at this statue, I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
16?
That is not enough. You are inexplicably drawn to this statue. You feel a sympathy towards the statue. and you need to get closer. For now, feel free to move 10 feet, so another 5, and we'll see what Casario and John will do.
Guys, I think this statue needs help.
What?
Does someone
What'd
need
you
help?
say? Oh, shit. All right.
Casario, as you move, this is going to be the shittiest question I've asked you in this entire campaign, so I will apologize.
Don't you ask how much
profusely.
she weighs. Don't you ask how much
do
she weighs.
How much do you weigh? I'm so
I cast
glad that you
inflict
recognize this.
140 pounds.
How much?
It's in my character sheet. 140 pounds.
All right, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, super duper. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, 4.
The ground beneath you, well, the
Shit.
balcony beneath you, crumbles underneath your feet as you stand on this ledge, and you can, luckily, with this, barely hold on to the edge of the balcony. John, what do you do?
I move forward to try to help her, but I am cognizant of the fact that I'm heavy and I could break this thing myself.
So where are you going to stand?
I'm going to move forward a little bit, and if I'm going to start pulling rope from my bag to throw to her. Is it? Oh,
Cool.
sorry. Question: is it like collapsing actively, or is she holding on?
She's holding on just fine, but
Okay.
it seems that basically this entire balcony is unstable.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand where I am, close to this thing. In fact, I'm actually gonna brace against whatever this little wall thing is, and pull out some rope and say, "Are you all right? Are you okay? What's going on?" Oh,
I didn't even eat that much. I don't know, but
I think this whole thing's unstable here, and he's gonna toss a length of rope to you.
all right, I'll take it.
Well, just
Right.
I don't know if you're hanging and might need help up.
Am I hanging?
You are hanging from the balcony
Oh.
with the rope. It'll be a lot easier to get back up onto your feet onto the balcony. I will just need.
What do you mean?
What?
Hold on, sorry, we're going to retcon that just a little bit. What do you mean? What happened? Obviously, it fell. Fucking pull me up.
I thought you were a little reserved for what's happening right now.
I'm sorry, I was confused.
He pulls you. He helps. I imagine you're also lifting yourself up, and he's pulling. So there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, roll me a strength check, Joe.
Okay, come on, don't screw
Don't
me
you
up.
fail the strength?
Okay, good. We got 19.
You're fine. All right. So, Casario,
Ladies-
you can move to. You can either
Yeah,
move
I
towards
didn't even
John
feel
or towards the door and get into the room. Whatever you want.
Oh, why do I feel as though both of these choices are terrible choices? I'm going to go in the room.
Can you bring the rope with you?
All right.
Okay. Oh, I can't move.
Oh, allow me.
Okay,
There you go.
thanks.
All right, John.
Can you hold the rope steady?
Yeah, sure. Oh, with all my yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead. I can pull you up, no problem. Wait a minute. Wait.
Okay.
Is there anything in here that I can tie this rope to help me hold on to John if he falls?
You could potentially tie it around a candelabra, but like that's not going to help you.
It's not going to help me.
Doorknob?
Okay. Oh yeah. What about the door?
Yeah, sure. That's a creative solution.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, not the door that I'm standing in, but the other door that's closed.
All right. Sure.
Okay.
All
I
right.
imagine with that, John,
What?
you will try to get closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to edge around away as far away from the edge of the collapsed balcony as I can, and using the rope to steady me, pull myself towards the door.
All right. Because a part has already collapsed, thanks to Casario, that means that I will still need. Because how heavy are you?
Very.
I mean, probably more than Casario, right? I think we're safe
I think
to
my
assume that.
armor weighs more than she does. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Obviously, at least twice what Casario weighs, because
course.
obvious.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm pulling myself over.
So yeah, so you will need to make a dexterity saving throw. However, this rope, I think, is a very clever way to do this. You will throw it with advantage.
Yay, that's good because I initially got a 3. Yeah, 3. So let's see what the other one is. 15.
That's enough. You get through. The balcony does not crumble underneath your feet.
Yay. Cool. So
what you are inside the room.
Yeah.
So inside this room, you see exactly what Carla just saw, the candelabras and whatnot. You do have a little wall next to you, so you can't see what she's seeing just now. Carla, feel free to move up another 10 feet.
Really needs our help, actually.
Where's Carla? Wait, who needs help?
The statue, it's so sad.
What's going on? And he walks towards her.
Awesome. John, make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm sorry. I got a 17.
That is enough. Making Carla. Yeah, I'm sorry, Carla. You were on the brink. I know how much that hurts. You're fine. This is so fitting. Like, you look at this statue, which is apparently magical in nature because Carla is drawn to it inexplicably through the sheer power of sympathy or something else. John, you look at the statue and it might as well be a bottle of mayonnaise. It's like, it doesn't do anything to you. But you see Carla moving there.
Do I also see corpses underneath her?
Yes, you do see that too. And you will recognize them too.
Casario, something's wrong with Carla.
What's happening?
So sad.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move towards her and make to grab her and just get her attention.
You will not be able to get her attention, and if you grab her, you will be able to hold her arm or whatever you want to grab. Obviously shoulder other than arm. But it will not deter her from what she's doing right now.
Normally, in John's head, she's normally looking at the bodies and investigating the bodies because she's creepy Carla, whatever John thinks.
Excuse you.
I'm sorry. You're into bodies and stuff, and whatever. You're an investigator, okay? You know things that other people. You see a lot of things. You see a lot of things that other people don't see. But you're looking
string boy, puppet boy. All right.
Completely ignoring the bodies and looking at a statue. Something's wrong, and there's bodies here. So basically, he's reaching for. He's Carla. Carla thinks something's wrong, and he's Casario. Something's wrong with Carla.
Oh no, there's something wrong with the statue. We have to help it. What? Why aren't you?
No, statues are bad. Statues are bad. Bad.
This one's sad. Not bad.
Carla, look down. Look at the corpses. Are those the people that we saw earlier? The ones who attacked us?
You don't care.
Maybe it just needs a hug.
All right.
Maybe it needs a hug.
I'm
gonna try and keep going for it.
I'm gonna keep a firm hand on her.
Because we were talking about this during our break, give me a strength check, Carla.
Boy. Oh yeah, attack his intelligence, my strength. All right, the weaknesses. That's a 4 minus 1. That's gonna be 3.
It's a feeble attempt at a hug, but a hug nonetheless.
So at this point, she's pulling. Well, no, can I keep her still, basically from walking?
You're holding.
Yeah, I'm keeping a firm grip on her, and I'm gonna try to pull her away from the statue to where, I am, basically.
All right, cool. Make me a strength check.
All right.
And Carla, you can make a strength check too, but with disadvantage on this.
18.
Natural 1 minus 1 0.
He will pull you aside out of the view of the statue, and the spell breaks.
Oh.
Yeah, so he basically pulls her over, and he tries to get her. He tries to get her to look at him. Carla, are you okay?
Yes. Do I remember what I was feeling about the statue?
Yes.
Yes. Just keep looking at me. Can I take your cloak?
Sure. And he takes it off. Is it still really cold in here?
I mean, it's definitely not as cold as outside, but it's bearable in here.
Yeah. Regardless, he would give it to her. I'm just wondering if he's feeling chilly now. Cool.
It'll not give you any disadvantages in terms of cold right now. No.
Carla will get the mage hand to hold the cloak up so that it like covers like John's eye level and my eye level.
Yep.
And kind of trail behind us, and she's going to be like, "We're just going to walk out that door and not look at the statue, okay? Keep going, keep going."
And you basically hold it up as sort of like a
curtain
shower
between
Just yeah.
us and the statue. And as we're
That
sort
is
of going, we'll
perfectly
pick up Casariel and be like, "Just keep behind the curtain."
All right. That will block whatever might happen here.
Cool.
Yeah. So as we walked along, John takes a sidelong glance at the two bodies behind him and just sort of.
No, you're not allowed to look anywhere near the statue. Nowhere near the statue. Shower curtain for a reason.
Walking through the door, there is a very small post over here. As you walk into the room, you notice that there is a very dusty longbow and a couple of arrows on the floor. Seeing as there is also an arrow slit that looks into the main room, you surmise that this is an archer post. It is a one-way door. You can go back, of course, but there is nothing else here rather than a table and the longbow and a couple of arrows.
Carla's going to start looking at like the walls and trying to see if there's pressure plates to like a secret room or something.
Give me an investigation check.
That's a 23.
There is nothing here other than what I just told you.
Okay. Just going to usher them out, keeping the shower curtain up. And just kind of pull them sort of over here, and she's like, "It's a dead end."
Didn't we go this way before?
We did.
He went through the wall.
Which wall?
I think it was the one across from us there, but it's different. There was a library instead of that dining hall, I think.
Maybe. Carla's going to pull out the Tome of Strahd and flick towards the pages.
Oh, that's smart!
Smart. I love
And
it.
see if she can remember.
Oh yeah, it was an actual book that we read.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wow. Honestly, even as your DM, I even forgot that while you are living through these pages, the text itself reveals itself within the diary once you're done. So yeah, this is quite literally written in this book. So
Okay.
yeah, if you
That's
if
amazing.
you look up whatever's in there, yeah, I have no choice but to tell you. That is so smart. Oh wow, Carla. As you flip through these pages, going by the description that you have seen and now that you are reading, the setup of the Amber Temple is pretty much the same. Details are different though, of course. The specters weren't there before. The balcony was intact, etc. The room that you are in right now was a room that Strahd wasn't sure where to go. And as if struck by lightning, he suddenly turned, moved towards one of the walls towards the north, and knocked on the wall 3 times. The wall then opened.
Carla will mimic that on the northern wall.
He was also possessed, possibly by a demon.
It sounds like solid stone over here.
Am I by the right wall?
Is the question, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I just to help you through this, like I imagine you will use this on all the walls towards the north, right?
Basically, yeah, and
Yeah.
that's just what I'm gonna do.
The one that you can see in between the 2 smaller walls that creates sort of like an indent, if you will.
Mhm.
If you knock over there 3 times, the wall itself will slide aside.
We are trying to find Xantha's room, and that is
As
where he
it's-
found him.
As it slides to the side, Carla, in front of you, you see a very small room, and adjacent to this room, from where you are standing, you see another door in the wall. You can very clearly see that this is a hidden door, that is probably very well hidden from the other side, but on the inside, on this hidden chamber, you can very easily spot the door itself. It's straight ahead. What's different from last time is that this room is covered in skulls on the ground.
Charming.
That's bad. Probably meaning that lots of people died in there. So don't go in there, please.
I'm not going to. I'm going to send an animal in there. Not a bag of tricks.
All right, sorry, I'm a little jumpy. Sorry.
And I will send in an animal.
Oh.
I should have never given you the bag of tricks.
No.
I love it.
The Gilded Flash does not condone animal testing.
Like,
no baboons were harmed in the making of this show.
the first few sessions, I murdered a dog for the sake of doing Thunderwave. No sympathy. A 7.
Okay. I actually need to look up a couple of stats to make sure what's happening here. But you throw the little fuzzy ball in between the skulls, and out pops a giant hyena.
Boy.
Because of course you do. Which is great, but I have to look up the stats of this creature to tell you what happens. So give me 1 second.
No good.
There it is.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
It's a giant hyena.
He's so cute.
So, let me. Yeah, it starts laughing. Of course.
Hello.
Let me see. It stands on the skulls, and it laughs at you as hyenas do. Other than that, nothing happens.
Open that door for me.
It'll bump his head against the door, and after a couple of times, the door sort of like shifts, and a creak will show. It seems that is all that the hyena can do, as it doesn't have opposable thumbs to handle the door further.
Can we name it Ina? Hi,
Don't
Ina.
name
Hi,
it, then
Ina.
you'll want to keep it.
Hi, Ina.
Guys, 2 weeks notice. You're gonna have me for 2 more sessions, and then after that I'm gone. Okay. So if nothing's happening with the skulls, as far as I can see, like I'm really looking, I'm really investigating, I'm really seeing if anything is like shifting or moving with these.
Not at the moment.
Reassuring. Okay, I will usher the 2 over so that they come near me. Both of you, come here.
John's still like glancing over at the bodies and just sort of looking just a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay. So as you can see, it lived. But I'm going to need both of you to just hide behind this wall as much as possible, because I'm going to drop my mage hand there to open the door on the other side before we even think about going through this room. Okay?
All right.
And as soon as I drop my mage hand, the curtain falls. Statue might have an effect on you. Just keep cover. John?
I think
Keep
I'll be
cover.
fine.
Yeah, so she will drop the mage hand holding the cloak, and move it to open the door.
Right. In essence, John is also hiding behind the wall, right? Like you just have your token there, but you're also basically pressed against the wall, not looking at the statue.
Right. He also picks up the cloak and puts it back on, but he's
Drop it into your hand as it's passing.
Mhm. He's not even interested in this statue. He's a little bit. He's just concerned with the loss of life.
I will allow that if you don't look at the statue. Then you're fine.
Yeah.
All right. So the mage hand moves over and opens the door on the other side. That works. On the other side, you have a faint inkling of light that is trickling in through this door.
It's about how big is this room?
The one in front of you, just about one giant hyena.
Like 5 feet, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's try... Crazy idea. Let's try jumping over the skulls to the other room.
The hyena is still there, and there is nowhere you're going to jump a giant hyena.
I want to send the hyena into the other room. Like, we're all going to jump as soon as the hyena goes into the other room.
And how is it going to do that? Because it's not going to fit through the door that you just opened.
It's okay, then... One moment.
Hold up the
being
bag and
so
say, get
rude.
back in.
Is that how it works? I
don't
have to
know.
make sure that's how it works. Yeah.
The bag of tricks?
Yeah, I summon it.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, no.
It does not fit in there anymore.
John, it doesn't do this, but he's like, I imagine the image of him trying to fit it over its head. Come on, get back in.
Yeah, there's no way to really get it back in. So I'll tell it, get out. Go. Parse aside and let it pass out. No, is it stuck
physically
in there?
can't. It is stuck.
Okay. I'll take out my crossbow and I'll say, I'm so sorry, boy. And I'll kill the hyena.
Wait,
I'll kill the
Ma,
hyena.
he's my dog. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
God.
right, so roll me damage.
Okay. That is 11.
All right. It is hurting, but it's still alive. What do you?
I'll give it a,
And
I'll
it
give
looks at you
another.
wondering, why did you bring me into existence only to...
So, what do? You do
Nothing.
another crossbow bolt?
Yeah, it's gonna be for 7.
7. Okay, it's still very much alive, but it's starting to bleed.
That's going to be a 9.
All right.
Carl-
It's still very much hurting, but it's still standing.
11.
This is the worst part of this dungeon.
It's getting there, but it's drops to its knees and it's hurting.
my
And it looks at you like,
John,
what's...
fucking whack it. Hey,
Oh my God.
9 more damage.
You finally hit it square between the eyes, and it dies in front of you, looking at you like, why, Mom? Why did you do this to me? As it drops to the floor and vanishes back to
No.
whatever realm this creature came from.
No reaction from Carla. They're fuzzy little balls in her head. They're cannon fodder. Okay.
Can we all take some psychic damage from that? Not the characters, the players.
I'm fine with that. Like, I'm a DM, and if you guys want to, then sure.
No.
I didn't ask to be born, Mom.
That was
Okay.
horrifying. But also, should we try to speak with one of these corpses? Do you know?
Can you do
Ask it-
that?
Questions? Yeah, yes. Yes, sure, I can. Do you think it would be worth a...
Do you have one of those in that book of yours, Carla?
Yes.
Who? I don't have any form of speaking with the dead other than doing a whole ritual about it.
Well, no, I think you showed me in your book of spell thing that you had with the mage desk drawers thing.
Did I get speak with Dad?
Out of character, Book of Misspells, I think had one.
That's correct.
I'm not going to do a book. I'm so sorry, Carla is not going to. She thinks that's a funny little thing. She knows how it works, unlike John with the wonder.
All right.
Wonder,
Okay.
so she's
Open,
not going to
open
do
the bag
it.
of holding.
John's not actually
Open
really
the bag of holding.
paying attention all that much.
I'll open the bag of holding.
Sariel picks up a skull and puts it in.
Okay, you now have a skull with you. How morbid.
Right, we'll talk to him later. Her or him, them.
Is the name of the skull Horatio? Or no, Yorick. Sorry.
You have no idea because you just put it in the bag of holding,
I
but we will
misquoted.
learn.
Carla,
Sorry,
getting very
Bill.
tired, is going to just walk into the skull room.
Wonderful. Carla, how much do you weigh?
Fuck, I don't.
Well, I love our
I
three
weigh-
answers. Oh God.
130 pounds.
We're gonna get canceled for this.
All right.
No, I love the
You
three
stand?
answers. Kazariel knows exact. Okay, good. Sorry.
You stand on the shoulders of giants. No, you don't. You do stand on the heads of, well, people, presumably people. And as much as an uneasy ground that is, you manage to get across to the other side.
Incredible. And is this where the door opened? Here?
Yes.
Yeah, then she'll pop out that way and she'll be like, careful with... Just careful.
How deep are we talking here? Is it like a pit of skulls? Like it goes down?
No, not at all.
Feet?
It's like it's a floor with one layer of skulls on top of
I
it.
understand. Then Gasariel's going to gently move the dead people out of her way and then walk in like a knot on them.
Cool. You weighed how much?
140 pounds.
Ma'am, you make it across like the delicate dandelion that you are.
I am. Thank you. Great. I'm not going to step on any people.
Okay. You do not touch any skulls. Well, I mean, you move them aside, so you technically still touch them. But hey,
Yes.
you don't step on them.
Right.
Cool.
And I will follow the path that was created by Casero. And for some reason, I can't click. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can. So yeah, follow. Mm-hmm.
Remember those wisdom saving throws that I did?
Yes. At the very beginning.
All right.
The ones that I failed miserably.
You beautiful, beautiful girl. You pretty girl. How much do you weigh, my friend?
Very much. Was I believe my answer before. If we have to give an actual number,
I need an actual number.
Let's see. What is that in my character sheet? Is that like notes?
Yes.
Or
Yeah, it's in inventory.
Your character sheet will denote how much you weigh, which will include armor and whatever you're wearing.
Inventory
It is
section.
up to,
Inventory.
at the top
Okay,
of your
got
inventory.
it. It says weight carried 90 pounds.
Yes, plus your character itself.
So I don't. That's what I mean. Is like I don't fully. Okay, so that includes my armor, I imagine.
It does, but it does not include you as a person.
I would say he's no less than 190 pounds, just normal. Yeah. So that's gonna be around 270 or 280.
Yep, that is what I'll accept. Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm actually not bad at those. Cocked die between 9 and 11. So is it okay if I roll that again?
Sure.
All right, cool. That's a natural 1.
Boy.
And that's a wisdom saving throw, you said, or a wisdom check? Or
No.
perception check. So that's
perception.
a 5. So it's all the same. 5. So 1.
Okay. And that too is noted for you.
Awesome.
You can move forward.
All right. We are collecting our lovely little batch of failed wisdom saves here. I'm excited.
Okay, I have to be fair. I didn't realize I had to add my equipment as well. So it's 180 pounds for 181.5 pounds for Casariel.
You're still fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I was already calculating your weight because I didn't want you to force you to tell you all that.
I'm actually surprised that his armor and everything he's carrying is less than 100 pounds. Like the armor alone is only 45 or 65.
It's one of the reasons why I say ignore coin weight, because if you add coin weight to this, it's like 1,000 pounds. It's just so weird. All right, so you also move into the room, I imagine?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Moving into the secret door on the other side, you notice that this room has been lit by a few candelabras that have been magically put ablaze by, well, magic, because magic. The room seems to be a rather well-appointed bedroom, with some knickknacks here and there, a writing desk, a study desk, and a couple of other furnishings that would make up a nice bedroom. Standing in the middle of the room, however, is someone that you think you might have seen before, though in a different capacity. For in the middle of the room, you see a skeletal figure clad in wizard robes, donning a rather beautiful but also very scary metallic crown with a red jewel in front. He slowly turns around, and the skeletal figure looks almost dead, but it is moving, with two red dots where his eyes probably once were. And as he looks at you, he says, "Do I know you? I am Exithanter, the caretaker of this magnificent temple."
I just saw you. I didn't know what to expect.
Exithanta, I don't know if you remember us. Carla Lilacart, John Varenthal, and Casariel Silverbrow. When Strahd attacked this temple, we stopped him from killing you, and I show him the pages of us trying to get him to spare Exanther from Strahd's tome.
You'll take the book, take a look at it, and say, "I do not remember, but what's written here seems plausible. I was not killed by the Lord of Darkness. What brings you here?"
We're searching for a way to stop him, to free Barovia. We're looking for the Sun Sword, the gem of the Mountain Fane, and a map of Ravenloft in hopes of completing our goal.
You hear whispers in your head, all three of you. And for Carla and for John, they sound exactly like the whispers that you heard while you were taking your long rest. "My memory is fleeting. I remember little. I was here to protect the temple. I was here to stop intruders, to try and seek treasure. The temple is dangerous, but my memory is fading." You see him staring off into the distance.
Stay with us. Please, stay with us. Remember who you are. You are a wizard of this temple. You protected it with your life right until the very end, until you couldn't anymore. Exitanta, do you remember anything? Do you know where anything of what we're looking for is? We might have a possibility to save Barovia and keep this temple sacred. If you can help us.
Safety. Yes. My mind is fleeting. The book that you showed me helped. Would you have something else to help me remember?
Carla will message him, and as she does, what she's doing less than saying words is projecting images and flashes of the actual events into his, if he has a head, his head.
I mean, sort of.
That's what she does.
Explain to me the images that you show him.
I show him us entering the Amber Temple and sparing the monks. I show him us encountering him with Strahd. I show him flashes as well of like meeting Sergei as a ghost and the talk about the Sun Sword, flashes of the Elder from the camp before, that kind of thing. Just really giving him everything that we have as much as possible to tether him to reality.
As in, like, basically an overview of everything you've done so far.
Not everything related to the Amber Temple, what we need, and then our actual encounter in the Amber Temple. Because I don't want to stretch the things too far, but I just want to give him a grounding.
There's a reason why I have to ask this, but fair enough. When you show him the image of Strahd running into his fleshy self, He stops for a moment and he says, I remember my old self. I worked at the Ember Temple, but I lived in...
I show him the tower.
Yes.
I show him Busty.
An image of Busty or Busty itself?
I don't think we have Busty.
An image. We don't have Busty on us, no.
That would have been awesome, though.
I
Master.
remember. I gave memories to Busty to ensure that I would be fine. How is Busty?
He has a friend now. We're keeping him occupied in our mansion with all the books that we can, and I show him images of him and our butler just reading together, the unlikely friendship. He protected your tower very well right until the end.
My tower was empty?
Yes.
No one lived there but Busty.
For many years, a group of vampire hunters did take up residence, but I don't think that was very long into it.
Vampire hunters.
Rudolph.
Rudolph?
Nice show. Like, as I'm sort of explaining this, what I'm really doing is like using continuously like message to push into his mind and kind of keep him tethered and really just try to like form a connection so that he stays with me.
Rudolph van Richten.
We need to stop the lord of this land. Do you know in this temple where the sun sword lies, where the red gem lies, or where the maps of the Ravenloft lies? Please.
That's the final puzzle piece. Thank you. When you mention the sun sword, you've mentioned the tower, you've mentioned Van Richten, and you've mentioned Busty. Exathanter looks as if struck by lightning and says, I'm starting to remember. The sun sword. It must be kept. It must be kept from prying eyes. It is one. It is the way. The only way. It must. My memory. I need.
Prella will reach into her bag of holding and produce the hilt and say, Sergei gave us instructions to find it, to help us defeat the lord of this land. Please. Do you know where it is? Can you entrust it to us?
And as you show the hilt to him, his eyes go completely black for a second. And then come back and look at you with renewed energy. And he says, who are you?
Kala Laila Kat.
Pleasure. My name is Kazan.
Kazan?
Yes. Kazan, the wizard?
Yes. 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 Do you know where the sun sword is?
Yes. Why do you ask?
Well, we've got one half of it and we're looking for the other.
Why?
To help defeat the lord of this land. And at this point, I'm kind of tilting my head and trying to get a read on him. An insight check.
Does he still look like a skeleton?
Yeah.
He absolutely does, but he looks a lot more like he was just staring off into the distance before. Right now, he looks a lot more like in the moment. I remember.
Yes.
I even feel as if you remember. This is interesting. It's been a long time, but the lord of this land has come to this temple And he has done something terrible. Yes, I remember.
He made a deal with the old
did.
god of Ampere.
I know where the Sun Sword is. I cannot venture with you, but heed my words. Listen to me very carefully. Below us, in the lower areas of this temple, lies a vault. The vault contains a sword hilt. No, not a hilt, a blade made of pure sunlight. Combined with the hilt that you have, it might reforge a sword that will help you greatly if you truly wish to vanquish the evil in this land.
I do.
Along the sword, you will find treasure beyond your wildest dreams, but be careful. A lot of it might not be yours to take. There will also be plans of Barovia, plans of Ravenloft, the castle, built to its exact specification. You will find it in the vault.
Okay. Do these words mean anything to you? And I'll show him Thangob and Harkotha. Harkotha.
Carla. Nothing escapes your eyes. I love it. So, a quick question, Kazariel, John, do you recognize these words that you say?
I didn't tell them.
No, but John had this whole time has been just glaring at this thing, just ready to defend if it makes a move. It may not have looked threatening, but it looks threatening to John. But no, I don't remember it.
All right, Kazariel.
Yeah, Casaro thinks there are some of the demons that are enclosed here.
All right.
That
So
Casimir mentioned.
the two words that you just mentioned is something that they found on a scroll in one of the secret alcoves. And
the secret alcoves of what?
When
of
Warren.
the Amber Temple. Remember when you came in? When you came in, you broke open one of the secret alcoves and found a couple of scrolls. One of them contained two words.
Okay. I definitely remember that.
I didn't share those words with you guys, so it's okay that they probably don't know.
Right, as a character, you probably don't know.
That's the reason.
Right. He will look at you with renewed enthusiasm and says, if you are very careful, these words will help you below. For these are not just names, these are passwords.
Right.
Below us, the treasure is one of the vaults, but there are many vaults below our feet. These vaults sometimes require the power of words to be opened. These are only two, but there are more. Two more words, which I can share with you if you truly are on the path to redeem Barovia and vanquish the evil.
I promise you, there's nothing more in this world I want than to free Barovia. Kill that fucking bastard.
He will message you in your head and say Shlax, Shlax, and Maverus, Maverus.
And she'll nod at him.
I know.
Thank you.
These words will help you through the vaults. Steel yourself. Whatever you have encountered in Barovia might not be anything compared to what you will find below. You seem strong, strong-willed and capable, all three of you.
Thank you.
But beware.
One final question. You mentioned the Sun Sword and you mentioned the plans. Do you know where the red gem lies in this temple of the Fane?
He nods knowingly and says the red gem to lies within one of the lower vaults.
Well, those are the items we've come to get that we hope to help us on this journey. We'll make no deals, and we'll take no more than that.
Then I bid you good luck. And as he raises a hand in front of him, just next to the writing desk, a wall opens to reveal another secret room.
Thank you. Would you like to be freed from here? For your soul to at least go up where all the others are?
No, I have much studying left to do, and even now, this temple requires protection.
Very well.
Kazan, 2 questions for me. One, that is a constellation machine situation in your tower. What does that do? Do you remember?
A little toy that I made over the years. It allows you to map the constellations of Barovia. You see, when I came to these lands, I did not know that this land is not just another land, but another plane entirely. And it wasn't until I started mapping the stars that I noticed that they were significantly different from what I remembered at home.
So, not a teleportation device.
Not a
Just so we're
teleportation
clear.
device, but
That's
it
unfortunate.
is a weapon.
Oh. How so?
If you spin it enough in just the right way, it will generate a static charge in such a way that you can damage opponents with it. Which is fancy talk for it generates a lightning bolt.
Well, I knew it did something. Ha ha ha.
Smart of you to think of that, by the way.
All I've been thinking about. What are you talking about?
I have this stuff.
Second question, if I may. That is a lovely crown that you have there. I don't suppose that would help us save the world or anything. Do you? You don't, would it?
You want my crown?
Want is a strong word. I admire your crown. I want to save Barovia. Would it help us do that?
In Casario's
What?
head, she'll hear the words, "He is beyond human. Be careful what you're toying with." Feels wrong to be on this end of the conversation with you.
What sacrifice would you make to save this world?
This place has taken my father and my mother. It will not have me.
Oh, you get fucking inspiration for that.
Yes!
I've been waiting for the moment to use
That is so cool. Wow. Yeah, you get inspiration for that.
That was amazing.
Feel free to add it. That is cool. Cool. I honestly have to think about that for a second. Oh. Below in the vaults, each of you will have to make choices. If you make the choice that you know will lead you back to me, speak to me, and we will discuss this matter further.
Thank you.
Can we leave this place now? He says to Casario.
Sarah's gonna just take his hand and squeeze it.
He's gonna glance over at her and like sort of a wry smile and like, but then he's gonna continue glaring at Kazan.
Hey, John. Just look at me. You're all right.
No, I'm all right. That thing could attack us at any moment.
Not going to attack us. It's going to help us. Just keep your eyes on me, all right? Hey.
It's just fine.
All right, we'll head towards the door.
All right. Exithanter will stay motionless as you move towards the door. It's on the northern side of the desk that you're standing next to. Right there.
Up here?
No,
No,
we're
am I
over
wrong?
here standing.
Okay, yes, okay, cool. Yeah, Carla will take the lead and head over.
Fair enough.
Don't know.
Beyond this door is a secret room, as you can see. There's some dust, there's some cobwebs, nothing special. On the inside of the secret room, you can very easily spot the secret door to the other side, which is very plainly in sight in front of you. Towards the east, sorry.
Oh, the east. Okay, cool.
There you go.
I hate secret doors.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about the interface with the secret doors. Like, I can see them very clearly. You guys can't. Stepping through this door, you come into a room that's, yeah, you recognize. This stone library is decorated in various stone reliefs. And there are multiple bookcases all around that stand over 20 feet tall and that are flanking all sides of the room. The ceiling itself is painted in a fresco of a battle between the forces of light and darkness, and a skylight that sits over 100 feet high in the ceiling drops what little light remains from outside into this place. The north is a circular railing with a staircase that descends lower. And to the south, you see an alcove with a relief of a large stone door, even though the actual door itself is nowhere to be seen. You do notice that there are a couple of etchings above where that door should be.
Does the door that we came through, is there a way to close it? Does it close on its own, or?
It'll stay open until you want to close it. It is basically just a door with a stone facade.
I'm gonna close that. Just
it is closed.
Something between us and the Kazan.
Carlo will look at the Book of Strahd and remember that he went down, if I'm thinking correctly. And she'll say, "We need to go down, but just give me a moment to see if there's anything in here. And I'm going to look at all the books to see if I can find anything of note for us."
Most of the books over here seem to be books with like foul and evil lore. Wizard spells and incantations in languages that are both within and far beyond your own reach. What are you looking for in particular?
Anything about vampire would be big. Anything about Sudan, Corpse Star, and anything about Fanes. That's really what she's looking for.
Okay. Roll me a investigation check.
17.
Cool. You pull out a couple of books from the shelves, and as you do, most of them are chained to the shelves themselves. As you open up the books, most of them are either empty or written in languages that you can't read. And you get the sense that you need an extra step up to be able to comprehend what is with these books. It seems that there is some sort of magical protection that is guarding these books from prying eyes.
Sensing that, then I'll just kind of put them back and not fuck with them that much. But yeah, keep that in note that there is just a nice library here with tons of information, probably.
Oh, Carla, could we put this in the bag of holding and read them later?
They're
They're all
chained
chained.
to the
Oh,
stuff.
chained.
And I don't. Yes, and anything protecting a chained book is not something I want to start pulling out at this point.
Understood. Yes.
Shall we descend?
I guess so.
You said there was etchings above a doorway?
Yeah, to the south, between the two bookcases, there is like an indentation in the wall, as if a door should be there, but there is no door, but there is an etching above it.
Okay.
If you want to read it, it's in common.
Okay, I would love to read it.
Sure. It says, I live in light and die in darkness.
Good night and die in darkness.
All I can think of is time. I don't.
Is it a shadow?
As you say the word shadow, a door forms and opens up over there.
I love it.
Where's this?
This is out of character. This is torture for me because I love solving puzzles and I love.
Play a smart character.
It's torture that your character can't solve puzzles, you mean?
Well, he can by luck, but yeah, no. He has by luck before. Oh God!
Beyond the doorway, by the way, you notice that there is a rather steep stairway that is descending down.
Interesting. I mean, is it better the devil we know? Or should we risk something new?
I'm gonna come over and take a peek. Can I see anything down there?
You can see a staircase, and it ends in a doorway.
Oh. Well.
The shadow's kind of like Twilight, right?
Well, sort of. I think it. I mean, I don't have a map of this place, but it seems like this goes down to the first floor. Does it seem like it goes down further than the first floor?
No, it's about one floor down.
I think this goes to the statue, the fuck off statue of death.
Oh, okay.
Right,
okay.
right.
Yes.
That's fair. A quick, easy access out, though, if we need to, you know?
Yes.
Okay,
Just
okay.
to SOD.
A statue, yes.
Yes.
All
right.
All right. And nothing over here between the other two bookcases, right?
No, it's just just a stone wall. At least, if you look at it first, that's just nothing. It seems.
Oh, well, what if I look at it closely?
Give me an investigation check.
I'd like to guide myself, please.
Sure.
Oh, Saloon, this is gonna be a tough one.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let me see. No, it's real good. 17, 19.
It's just a stone wall.
Well, at least we know.
All right. I believe it's just a wall.
Wow. You'll be a journalist in no time, investigator for sure. Anyways.
Am I hinting at a bit of sarcasm there?
I would have assumed it was a door. The other two walls had doors.
Thank you, John. Thank you. All right, down to the fuck off sarcophagus of death, shall we?
Yes, but hopefully we'll find a big fuck off sword that will help with the fuck off sarcophaguses of death.
Fingers crossed.
Guy.
Seems like we're surrounded.
You descend the staircase. Do you?
Yes.
All
Yes.
Right. Oh boy.
Down and down and down it goes. Where it stops, the people that have watched this show already know. For just below the library lies one of the amber vaults. Slowly, you move down the staircase, dreading what you might find down here. As you slowly descend, you feel that the air around you gets colder. And a slight hum. You can feel, you can hear, you can witness all around you. as you get closer to amber sarcophagi that have been buried here for so long. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, you notice a couple of things. First off, there are 2 amber sarcophagi here, not 3. You can also see, though, that there used to be 3 amber sarcophagi here, but one seems to be broken and reduced to amber shards, but the other 2 seem to be relatively intact. And from the stairway that you're currently standing, you feel that both of those sarcophagi do have a certain energy protruding from them. A certain calling, if you will. My dear party members, as you reach the bottom of the stairs and look to the left and to the right to these amber crystals, you notice one more thing. Something is lurking down here. Through the darkness, but in the light of amber, you see a form moving. And John, you, and obviously everyone else, hears just in time. Or dare I say, just too late. Near the right sarcophagi stands a person that you have seen before. Escher is standing precariously close to one of the sarcophagi, and he looks at you with a wicked grin. It seems we have a common goal, or do we not, John Varenthal?
I wonder where you'd been. Haven't been meddling in our tasks recently.
Let's just say I was preoccupied.
What are you doing down here?
I dare say doing the same thing as you are. Defeating the Dark Lord. Finding a way to alter the future. Carving out a destiny for myself. You did well, but I think this and emotions to the sarcophagus might serve me better.
What are you... Carla Casario, we can't let him... I don't know what he's doing. I'm so confused. You're not pulling the strings anymore, Escher.
Maybe not on you. You've done well, John. You've grown into a powerful being, and you must be proud of yourself. You have served good and bad with fervor. I find it interesting. You were a paladin, were you not? Selling pies that contained children, taking charge of heroes that turned to be your worst enemies, almost letting your party members die because of your stupidity. Are those values of a paladin? You're beginning to lose it. And that is not because of my doing. That was all your own. I wonder what your brother might think of this.
James would have understood. He does the same. we have to protect people.
As a mindless zombie. How is he going to protect anyone? He can barely hold a sword.
That's enough. Casario's gonna step forward. That's rich coming from you, a real piece of shit. How dare you? How dare you? John is every... How dare you interrupt me? I'm gonna cast command on him.
Okay.
Briefly, your token is invisible for me, Casario. I don't know. Yeah.
Really?
I'm noticing that. Yeah, it's not loaded in. Let me just quickly reload that for you.
I see it.
Because you are there.
Always during the best moments.
Okay, perfect.
I know! Dude! What the hell?
You're there right now.
Yes.
Alright, let me get back into my badass mode.
Yes.
John's
I
still...
cast command.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is your moment. So if you want to do something else before I do that.
I was just say John is still like angry, looking angry, but you can see some of the words hit him hard. He's not wrong sometimes.
What's the save on that?
It is Wisdom 17.
I got that with a 19. He will grin at you and say, "That's no way to behave towards me, one of the chosen of the Dark Lord. I mean, unlike your mother." I'm still here. She isn't. Where is she? In a bottle? You turned your mother into a genie.
Rich again, coming from someone who decided to go against his lord because he wasn't getting enough attention. And also, I don't think you're Escher.
Oh, aren't I? Well, perhaps you're right at that. Perhaps I am something more than that, because once I touch this, I will become so much more than you can ever imagine. The powers in these vaults down here in the Amber Temple will bring you to the brinks of your imagination. These powers will make us into gods, and no hard feelings if you will join me. I might just let you. The powers here are tantalizing. You see him turning around towards the sarcophagus. And the three of you, as you undoubtedly watching him and also watching the sarcophagus, you're getting a whiff of what he is experiencing right now. For the sarcophagus that he's very close to gives off a hum that the three of you hear in your mind for a split second, and you hear, "I live between the worlds of life and death. I know of those whose time has not yet come. Accept my dark gift and give those who have passed one last bite at the apple of life." He turns back at the three of you.
You dare.
You're
That gift is not for you.
But we can share. This is not for one, this is for many. I am not about to steal all of this. I am merely joining forces. But if you feel enticed to join in, then perhaps you can. It is marvelous.
You would subjugate those in this land. You would use your power to do what you did to me, but to others. You'll become no better than Strahd. And he's had years to perfect himself.
There's
You
one
would
major
not stand up to
difference.
them.
There's one major difference, John. You fared well in this land. I have looked over you. I have guarded you. I have guided you. Look what you've become. You've become a power to be reckoned with. You've become a vessel of death himself. Scared of anything that is undead, you have become the very thing that you are afraid of. Wherever you go, death follows, and everything behind you lies in a pool of blood and agony.
You would have turned me into a puppet. You would have made me do monstrous things. I won't let you do that to others.
You've done monstrous things without my help, John.
No, I've protected people. I've
Like
stopped
the children
violence.
and the pies that you sold, I didn't do that.
We stopped that. We killed
Eventually.
the ones who were... We are mortals. I'm not a god.
Yes. Now that you are mortals, and I am not. And he touches the amber sarcophagus with one hand. And as he does,
No.
a jolt of energy flies from the sarcophagus towards Escher, and he collapses to the ground instantly.
I'm gonna look over at Casario.
Don't listen to him, John.
Is he Carla?
Carla is focused entirely on the sarcophagus.
Which one?
The one that Escher has just touched and is slowly making her way towards it.
John's gonna approach him as well. Escher, not the he's focused on Escher. As I approach, what does he look like?
He looks like Escher, but while he dropped to the floor, his cape fell over him, so you can't full well see him.
It's not Escher, man.
I'm gonna pull the cape up from over him just to check. Despite who he is, I don't want people to die.
As you pull the cape back, he stands back up and grabs your shoulders and says, "The powers are imaginable, unimaginable. They're great. You should feel this, John. It's great."
What are you?
More than what I was.
We can't let you do this. We've already been told the dangers of this place.
You have no idea what the power is that I have with this. Allow me a small demonstration. Recognize this, and he pulls from his jacket a heart. Just a heart. And unless you have a very good deduction skill, you would probably have no idea what that is.
Whose brain is that?
Yours, probably. That's where it's gone. Oh my god.
As a DM, I take 7 psychic damage from that joke because fuck, that's funny. He looks at the beating. Well, it's not beating anymore. He looks at the heart, and he looks at you. He looks at Carla next to him. He says, "I'd like you to meet an old friend of yours. See, you might have removed most of him, but with the powers that I have right now, he can rejoin us in an instant." And he throws the heart in front of him on the ground. And as he does, the heart itself reforms into a giant monstrosity. Ladies and gentlemen, just one more time. The doctor, looking around himself, confused, absent-minded, but full of rage, looks at Escher, and Escher says, "My dear doctor, it's time for an experiment."
But can I point my hand at the ground at the shadows and like pull up Stoker, Shadow Stoker?
Sure. And then you're gonna have to roll for initiative.
Okay. That's a full action. I didn't want to do that. Thank you.
That is fine.
Okay.
21.
Oh my god. Ooh. Okay. 18.
18 for John. 16 for Carla.
21.
21. I'm sorry. What about you, Casario?
12.
Noted. I notice that you are precariously moving towards a crate over there. These
Sario
crates,
loves cover.
yes,
Awesome.
these crates
Smart.
provide half cover.
Beautiful.
So I will grant you that where you are right now.
Excellent.
All right.
Didn't see this coming
Nope.
either. Nope.
Let's do this. Carla, you're first.
I will grab Escher by his collar and pull him down towards me. And I will say, what was the trade? What did you have to give to make this happen?
As you pull him down, you will very clearly see that he has changed almost beyond belief. He looks like a zombie. Escher was very pretty. When you saw him during the dinner, he was the epitome of a pretty boy. Beautiful hair, beautiful eyes, beautiful face. A vampire, sure, but beautiful in every regard. Looking at him right now, he's little more than a corpse in pretty clothing.
What? The full trait. What did you gain?
He just grins.
What was that?
He just grins at you.
Oh man, this is the perfect moment for a maniacal laugh. Sorry if that was really loud.
I loved it.
Good. I'll. Okay. I will let him go. Well, is asking him that question going to count as an action, or?
You pulled him down, so yes. With that, yes.
Okay. So then, for my bonus action, I'm going to summon a tail. But I will be spending a lot of my time sort of like glaring at him and looking back at the sarcophagus.
Fair. John.
All right, get him, boy, and I'll.
Oh, you got Stoker. Hang on.
Yeah, after
Stoker.
my turn, Stoker will attack Daskalu, but I'm gonna turn and just try to smack Escher in the face with my club, with my mace.
Yes, the weapon finally finds its master. Let's go.
I can't let you do this, and he'll just essentially just turn and just try to attack. So here we go. Oh, fingers crossed. Ah, damn it. Okay, that is a 9 for my first hit.
He dodges it.
Yep. And a, oh my god, 14 for my second.
He dodges it.
Yep. So I'm wildly swinging at Escher. What have you become? What have you done? And then okay, Stoker will then rush forward and nip at Daskalu's heels. And he is going to attack. Oh wow, damn! Where was that roll for me? 18 plus. Yeah, he's gonna hit with a 28, I imagine.
That hits.
Yeah. So then 1d12. Oh man. Okay, cool. And max damage too. So 12 plus 6, that's 18 damage. 18 cold damage.
What kind of
Cold.
cold damage? Yep.
Cool.
Noted.
So Stoker comes up, like melts into the shadows. You see like a shadow wiggle its way through the ground and then come up right below and then just like sink these massive fangs come out and he distorts into this like warped version of Stoker and just go right into his hamstrings. And that's both of us. Oh, and I'm using despair, so anyone within 5 feet that's not me has their speed reduced by 20 feet for the round.
Including Stoker?
Well, anyone anyone around him that's not me, which unfortunately includes my friends. So
Yeah, okay.
stay away
So
from
Carla
him.
too.
If you get near him, the weight of the world comes crashing down, and you just don't want to move.
Got it.
No.
Casaria.
Right. Not you again. Sarah's gonna reach out her hands to him and just scream. And I'm gonna cast banishment on Dr. Daskaloo.
Ooh.
That is beautiful.
Oh, this is so cool.
That is a charisma saving throw. DC 17.
DC 17. I forgot you got this spell.
And the doctor is...
I didn't.
All right. What did I need to roll?
DC 17, charisma
Okay.
saving throw. No.
Of all the moments to roll a natural one. I rolled a nat one, so I can't help it. Yeah.
Oh my god!
All right, so she says, "Oh, not you again. We'll deal with you in a moment." And she, and he just blinks out of existence.
You get to the waiting room, doctor.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm gonna lift my gaze to Escher and hope that he's looking at me, because if he is, I'm gonna give that bitch a good, nasty stink eye.
Incredible.
Oh my god! Most epic turn ever. Oh my god.
That is beautiful. All
That's it
right.
for me.
The doctor skips its turn because he's not here. The doctor isn't in right now. Please leave a message. Escher pulls his rapier from his side and, trying to stand classy as much as a zombie kind of character can, he tries to attack John with his rapier. We would have been such a good team together. He slashes his rapier towards you twice. Once for a 10, and once for a 24.
All right, so yeah, one is gonna hit. The first one, I bat away with the weapon while saying, "You stole time from me. Time with Casario. Time with Carla." And he gets stabbed.
And that is 10 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And that is all for him for now. So we go to the top of the round. Carla.
As he produces his rapier, another one appears next to him in a ghostly sort of purple form, and it points towards him and sort of like does a little bit of a flourish like it's going to duel him, but instead slashes him twice as the tale of the renowned duelist makes its way into existence. So it's going to make a melee spell attack first.
Go ahead.
That is a 24. No, 22. Sorry.
22. That'll hit.
All right. Great. So it's going to take 2 bardic die. Ooh, those were good. Okay. 14 plus my charisma modifier, which is +4. So that's going to be 18 force damage as my bonus action.
Yes.
And then as my main action, I am going to attempt to charm him with Charm Person.
Okay.
So he needs to make me a Wisdom 16 saving throw.
He
As I sort of go...
succeeds that.
Okay, cool. I gave it a go. But yeah, that's what I'll do. And then I will move back 5 feet. Because I think you take away 20, right?
No, only if you're within 5 feet of Stoker.
Of Stoker? Okay,
Yeah,
then I'm
if
fine.
you're-
Then I'm just going to
Yeah.
move this
yeah,
way, away
if you
from him.
end your if you start your turn within 5 feet of him, you lose 20 feet of movement, essentially.
He will make an attack of opportunity towards you, though,
That's fair.
for a 19.
That hits.
All right, that's 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
John.
He stabs at Carla, and John just renews anger, he makes 2 more attacks. He says, "You hurt my friends. You've hurt others." God damn it! And the most I got was I think 13.
Give me both of the numbers.
A 13 and a 8.
All right. The 13 misses. The 8, he actually parries with his rapier, and he makes a parry and counter attack against you for 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh, ow. Okay.
And he laughs at you, and he says, "Without me, that weapon is nothing. You are nothing, a worthless paladin and an abysmal fighter."
Ah! And Stoker lunges forward at him, at his heels. Yep. And he's going to make a bite. And Stoker will get a 14. So missing probably.
That misses. Yeah.
So everything, I'm basically just furiously lashing out at him and missing everything. He's just dancing out of the way.
Right. Casariel.
Casariel sees what's going on. She's going to look at both of her hands, charge them up, and I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at Escher at 4th level.
Whoa.
At 4th level. Oh
my
damn.
God.
Okay.
Yep. So that's
better hit.
Oh, do I roll? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I had to talk to my dice for a second.
I love you. I love you.
I swear to God, it's a natural 20. I swear to God, it's a natural 20. Hold on, let me get my phone. Hold on. So you believe me?
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is my night.
I believe you.
I hate this
I
bitch. I've hated this
I love
bitch
it.
since the very first session. Hold on. Camera. It's my new dice too. It's
I
my
love
brand new
it.
one that I just got today. Okay. Okay, so that's 7d6.
Oh God. Oh, this is amazing.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hang on.
6.
Hang
Seven.
on.
Yeah.
A guiding bolt is 8d6 damage on 4th level.
Am I looking at the wrong thing? Oh,
Yes,
mine says
the-
7d6. Why? Okay, I'll take 8. Sure.
It's a 4th level. It says 8d6, but
Oh,
you had a natural 20, right?
yeah. Right, so it's doubled.
So that's 48 plus whatever you roll.
Oh my God. Radiant damage too.
Okay. Hold
Holy
on.
crap.
Wait. Oh, wait. No, it's d6. Okay. I've only got 7, so I'm gonna roll these. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh my
That's
God.
10,
That is
11,
insane.
12, 18.
This is beautiful. This is amazing because
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Wait.
I'm looking at it at 5th level, so you're casting it at 4th level, so it is 7.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
So that's 42 plus whatever you roll.
and like I just want to be clear, this is perfect because like John will be super emotional in this moment and his friends need to pull him through. So this is awesome. I love this.
I rolled 28.
All right. So that's
28
42
plus
plus
42?
28.
70.
That is 70 points. It is radiant damage, and even though he is undead, unfortunately, that does not grasp effect on him. You blast through him with this type of magic. And what else can I say? This guy is hurting, but he's standing.
Yeah, so I mean, as I cast it, I'm gonna say, do you remember what I told you when you took control of my friend like a little puppet? I told you I would kill you. And then I cast the guiding bolt and fuck him up real bad. Bitch. Okay.
This is amazing.
Okay. Okay.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I forgot. I had something else I was gonna do, but now I forgot it after all that. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember. So I'm just gonna stay here. That's it.
All right. The doctor is still not in at the moment. Escher looks at John with a lot of hurt and pain, and his wounds close partially. And he says, "See, I intend to live forever. You, however, will not." And he will try to attack you once with his rapier, and then he will go for your jugular to bite you. The rapier will probably not hit at an 8. Right?
Oh, correct.
What? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I have to ask, but
Yeah, yeah. I just, yeah.
What's the natural 20?
it's legally is right. Like, you know, you do a confirmation all that.
Well, technically, in this
the-
moment, I was looking away, so no, yeah.
The bite, however, attacks you for a dirty 20.
And in this moment, the weapon flickers with a bit of radiance, and it strings are sort of emanating, but the air around John almost crackles, and a radiant barrier appears, and he casts shield, and just almost stares down Escher in this moment.
For the first time, you notice a faint hint of shock with Escher as this happened. Top of the round. Carla?
I'm going to message Zidane in the sarcophagi.
Okay, you technically can.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to say, what was the gift you gave him?
I live between the worlds of life and death.
I've heard this before. What did you give him? How did he give it back?
Insurmountable
Make-
power over life and death. Reach out and take it. You deserve it, Carla. As you hear this, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Gosh.
Please
18.
make sure that you roll. 18.
Carla the Almighty.
Unless you forfeit it, you will withstand the calling of the gift.
I'll withstand it and do a tale and say, is it like this? Is the control like this? As I try to bring forth one of the many ghosts, the beyond. Yeah, so you'll see it won't come into effect this round, but next round, a large sort of like hulking suit of armor that is spectral kind of starts to form around John, but it will come into effect next round.
Cool.
Oh, that's new, right? Is that new?
Yeah. It's a
Cool.
tale that
Interesting.
you haven't had before. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Very cool.
I never roll a 5. Never
cool.
roll a 5. Yes.
Cool.
Now's the time.
John.
Oh man, cool moment or practical. I'm gonna go for the cool moment. So when the air around him flickered and sparked, I know that there's an advantage on the next attack on him because of the guiding bolt, and I'm
Don't you fucking dare. I'm just
do it,
kidding.
man.
Do what you want.
no.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm his weapon flickers with radiant light, and he just like grips it really tightly and glares at Escher, and he holds it up, and a beacon of light comes from the weapon, and I'm going to use my channel divinity and let my paladin side emanate forth with Dawnbreaker. As an action, I imbue a weapon with positive energy. For 1 minute, the weapon is considered magical, and you and all creatures of your choice within 20 feet will add +2 to your attack rolls. And I'm going to hold this weapon up. Say, you have no power over me anymore. And
Yeah.
point to Soaker and have him rush forward to attack.
All right.
Because I that's my action. Damn it.
Escher will point at you and cast Counterspell on what you just did,
Is it a spell? Okay.
but to no avail. Because it is
Oh,
a spell.
awesome. Oh,
But Escher doesn't know that.
okay. And so as a bonus action, like he's holding this in one hand and holding it sort of aloft, and with his other hand, he gestures to Escher, and strings of the Ethereum come out and latch on to various parts of his body. And I cast I use my Hexblade's curse on him.
There's a save on that, right?
No. So the Hexblade's curse, as a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet to curse it for 1 minute or until it dies. Against a cursed target, you gain +4 damage and critical hit on a 19 or 20 and regain 10 health if it dies.
Fair enough. I can't bring anything against that.
So it doesn't really do anything negative to him except for add what I can do to him.
Yep.
And you just see these red strings affixed to him, and John just glares down at him as Stoker rushes forward. And that is going to be a 29 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and this is going to be cold damage. 9 plus, I think, 6. So yeah, 9 plus 6, that's going to be 15 damage.
He's hurting, but he's standing.
Yep. And so I'm just going to stand in front of him, and this dog dangling from his arm.
Casario.
Casario will see John have this epic moment, and his sword becomes like, is it a sword or a mace that you did?
It's basically a giant mace. It's the maul, yeah.
Oh, it's your maul. Okay, so she sees this maul that she's been warning him against since the beginning of when they came into Barovia. Just like radiate this energy that she knows to be good, and she's like, hell yeah. So I'm going to cast. I will cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level this time. So that's 66. Let's see if I hit. I'm going to use my same dice.
If you're not within 20 feet of me, are you? No. Okay, never mind.
No. I rolled a dirty 20.
That will hit.
So that is 66. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's 10. 16.
You cast it at what level, by the way? Or third
28
level, right?
points of damage. Yeah, 3rd level.
Okay.
28 points of damage.
Still standing.
Yeah. Good. And then she's just gonna look between them and say, the only thing that comes to my head is finish him.
Finish him.
And that's it for me.
You've reached the office of Dr. Daskaloo. He is not in right now. Please leave a message after the tone.
Oh my god.
And that is such a good spell. Holy damn. I did not prepare for that. Escher looks slightly reinvigorated as he gets up from the knee that he fell onto, and his wounds begin to close a little bit. He says, you have to try harder than that. You will not get me. Turning my weapon against me? Really? Even when you finally try to do something that you perceive as good, you fail, John Verenthal. You cannot save anyone, and you cannot do good. You are a failure. And once again, he tries to attack you with a rapier and a bite. The rapier will try to go for a 19. The bite will try to go for a 27.
So the bite will hit, but I'm gonna cast shield again. Basically, the light emanating off this thing deflects the sword, but the bite hits.
Right. You will take 6 points of piercing damage and 7 points of necrotic damage for a total of 13, unless you have resistance against that, which
I do not.
And your hit point maximum will lower by that as well.
Alrighty, max hit point modifier, and that was the full 13 or the necrotic
13.
damage? Okay, gotcha.
Oh, sorry, just the necrotic will be what's lower, so 7.
Got it.
Yeah, good call. Sorry.
-7, not +7. There we go.
We come back to Carla.
You have advantage.
The armor fully forms over John, and it has that wolf head from the Durst manor.
Oh, beautiful.
over his head. And anyone that makes a melee attack with him will take force damage equal to a roll of my bardic dice, which I already rolled, and it is 6. So 6 force damage every time anything tries to attack him will be sent right back to it. As it sort of clanks off the armor and it back. And then with my spells, I'm gonna psychic glance Escher and say, "You took the gift!" So he has to make me an intelligence saving throw of 16.
Ooh. Now, Escher is a lot, but he's not exceptionally intelligent.
We know.
Damn it. That's a 15.
Amazing. I'm casting this at 5th level. He is going to take 6d8. Oh no,
what kind of damage?
8d6. Sorry, 8d6, and it is psychic.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 8d6. Sorry. This is going to take me a moment to calculate. So
Take a
sorry.
second.
Like his own little personal fireball inside his head.
Just the pain and agony of you took something from me that I wanted. Two, three, four. Okay, last one. Okay.
That's really cool. That effect.
Quick math. Yeah, and then that's going to be 32 psychic damage to him.
32?
Yeah, I believe. Yes, I calculated right.
Okay. He is...
So
Almost.
He's almost.
Get him!
Almost. Get him. Yes.
Anything else?
So what does Psychic Glance do?
It does have an effect, I suppose.
Yeah,
I
it does.
forgot about that. Yes. So all of this like rage and energy of something being taken from her is shoved into his mind, and he is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Finish him.
Finish him.
As if the gods are playing with this. John!
So, does that mean advantage on attacks? I think.
Yes, it does, because he's stunned.
Incapacitated means crit. Right?
It does, actually.
Ooh.
On a hit, okay. So
On a hit,
yeah, I'm gonna roll just to see what happened, and I'm not
Ariel,
even.
like,
Yeah.
toss the ball up. Carla, like, spike the ball. Bring it home, buddy.
At it.
So yep, this is gonna be a 24 for hit number 1.
That's hits.
Alrighty, let me just make sure. Okay. So I'm gonna calculate the damage first, and just see where we're at, and then we'll see what happens. I'm assuming.
Yep.
It's 8 plus 16, and we're gonna go ahead and stack on a smite with this one. Just cause. Had to. All right, so that's 8 plus 16, 24. And
Tell me what type of damage, by the way.
the 8 plus 6, so the 24 damage is magical bludgeoning, but not.
Okay.
Yeah, magical bludgeoning. And then if does his undeadness allow me to do the extra D8 smite damage?
In this case, it... yeah, it does. Yeah, sorry.
All right, and
It does. He has resistance against radiant, but he is still very much undead.
okay, so that's 24 plus it's a crit, so that's an extra 12. That's 36 damage of bludgeoning. And then let's see, with this, it's going to be 8 plus 1, 9 plus 5, 14 plus 24. So that's 38 radiant damage from the smite.
Okay. Work with me on this one.
Yeah.
Your first swing will hit him, but he will block it partially with his body, and he will be there convulsing, but standing. And he will look you dead in the eye, and he says, John, look what you're doing. Killing another. You have failed your path. You have failed your task. You have failed your family. Perhaps
Escher.
you have not failed your friends. That is the only redeemable factor about you. And the rest I'll leave up to you. Yeah.
I did learn something from you, Escher. I'm supposed to abhor violence, but in a place like this, the only way to make people truly safe is to make them safe. And so him being stunned, or incapacitated, he sort of like peels his mouth off of his neck, and then just he holds up the holy weapon. Yes, you're not going to make this place unsafe any longer. And the one thing you didn't do, you didn't work with people. You forced. He looks back at Carla and Kazariel and throws his dice across the room. And
Escher is... Oh, go ahead.
No, that was it. Oh.
All right.
I'm a little nervous.
Escher is obliterated. Not only did you kill the master of your weapon, but you killed, in essence, a part of a demigod, a dark gift bestowed on, more or less, a mortal being. A feat that not a lot can say. Escher crumbles beneath the power of your weapon, and John, for the first time since you've picked up this weapon, you feel a sense of liberation as this weapon is finally lifted from the curse that it had. But at what cost?
Out of
the
character.
doctor, I didn't.
Okay, yeah.
The doctor, and I didn't expect this, but banishment. I quickly read up on the spell. I was like, wait, what are the like? The,
Did you?
The
What
boundaries
else did
of
it
the spell?
say? What else did it
He's
say?
not. He's not returning, is he?
No!
This fight is over. Holy damn, that was cool.
That was amazing. And so let's be fair. I did like a point of damage to him in all of everything. Like I'm swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging. Like God damn it, Stoker did more damage than me initially. Then my two best friends in the whole wide world kicked the crap out of this guy, and I'm like, don't worry, guys, I got this.
Oh,
That was amazing. Oh God,
That was so cool. Like, I had like this really cool, like the doctor's coming back for one more round. Wow, and he's gonna be like really cool and like banish.
Oh,
well, we can make this. We can make this cinematic. I mean, bring him back if you want. Somehow.
No, it's no. Like spell is spell. It's and honestly, if you're talking cinematic,
no, that was amazing.
that is amazing. That's so cool.
It's just like you don't understand the power that I have. Throws down this thing. Whoop.
Shut up, bitch.
What? Wait, shit. What happened?
Nope.
Error. Your warranty is void.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, I really hated that fucker.
Daskaloo pops up. Your update needs to be installed. Yep. It's gone. Oh God. Okay.
The three of you reeling from a fight that you might not have expected. This was a momentous moment. You have defeated one of the consorts of Strahd. Maybe one of his consorts that wasn't really enamored with Strahd anymore, but a consort nonetheless. One that has touched the corrupted powers of one of the sarcophagi over here, and yet you have bested them. John, you have much to consider, for I imagine the words that Escher spoke to you might have an effect on you that might linger or not. As for Kazariel and Carla, an ending also brings a new beginning, and standing in these vaults, perhaps your journey in the Ember Temple really only begins right now. But whatever that holds for you, we will see next week.
Those of you who are watching us on YouTube, please tell us, what do you think are the ramifications of what's just happened? And from the podcast standpoint, if you could leave a review and explain to us what the hell just happened.
Yes, in essence, that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a wonderful, really, that was a big moment. I love that.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. We will be back again next week, same time, same place on Twitch, and obviously a couple of days later on YouTube and all the other places. Yes, we will see you guys there. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you. Bye-bye now.